each other down. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was what felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, 'cause we were never meant to be. It feels good, a new beginning. We are free at last, living life just like we're supposed to. Goodbye to the past, letting go of the darkness that kept tearing us down. Had to hit the rock bottom to understand that we weren't meant to be. We kept running from the shadows in the night, realizing it was not worth the fight. Moving on alone was what felt right, 'cause we were never meant to be. Dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, dum dum da dum day, 'cause we were never meant to be.
I've got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody, and you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe, and when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe, and when you need to escape from 1,000 fires. I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are, and I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Jungle of love. We're running in the jungle of love. Listen to my conditions, I got you on my mind. You were stuck in my head and I don't know why. We got a billion races, we got this melody, and you can trust me, baby, we got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe.
Chat, we got some shit to talk about. That's all I'm gonna say. Welcome back to another super conveniently timed going live notification. But good God, I don't care what time of the day it is. I don't care what time of the afternoon, what time of night it might be. I got some beef to pick with this community here. I got some friggin' noise to make about this community right now because a lot's happened. I haven't streamed since, Friday? I don't know. I don't know how to count. I don't know how to read a calendar. I was never taught that in school, you know? Wait, why are my alerts not going off? What the heck? Nymeria, thank you so much for the 21 months. I appreciate that. Why is my alert not going off, though, for it? What's going on? I left for 3 days, or 4, however long. They didn't have calendars back then? We got some serious shit to talk about. I feel like I'm about to be in trouble. You are! All of you are in trouble. You ate them, my beat. Well, spit them out right now. Right now, I'm going to, like, grab you by, like, the jowls, like you're a dog that has something in his mouth, and you, like, squeeze, you know, how you, like, sort of put your fingers against their teeth until they, like, open up their mouth, and they, like, blah, you know? Namir, thank you for the 21 months. I'll do the... She's probably, like, 25... What? I don't even remember. Leave my jowls alone? I don't even remember the line from Scott Pilgrim because I've heard it so often from the alerts that my brain is not working. I don't remember. Let me look at my things. Why are you not working, things? We're not working right now, things. It's all enabled. My shit's enabled. This can't be because I added scare alerts, can it? It shouldn't be. Alright, well, just pretend that the alert went off. And it was 28 months. 21 months. I didn't even read it right. Hey, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I have so many words to say to you. And I'm going to say them loudly. We hit the goal. I wasn't even online. I was not, like, so we had a goal of 10K, right? We had a goal of 10K for the month. I stopped streaming Friday. I think we were around, like, I don't know what, around 6K or something like that. We were at, like, 15, like $5,600, right? Okay, that's actually really confusing to me. Why are my alerts not going off? Hello? Hello, alerts? Can I can manually trigger them. Let me do that. Here. Nigeria's alert. No, it didn't go through. Why didn't it go through? I'm pissed off now. Fizzy Fair, thank you for 25 months. I don't know why the hell that's... Is something update? Maybe. Yeah, it's because we are problematic and we didn't swap over from Streamlabs to Stream Elements, Morgan. That's on us. That's the karma. You're problematic people. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, I'll fill in for everyone with their alerts. We got the hype train going. My alerts aren't even goddamn working. So this happened to you yesterday, Morgan? What the hell? Hey, I'm on the screen now. Hope I wasn't just picking my nose when I got on the screen. I don't know what I was actually doing with my hands. I have no fucking clue. Yamanaka with the 52 months. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Let me not make this about the freaking alerts and shit. Let me talk about the thing that matters. We have some shit that we gotta go over. My God, why is that a... Well, that's very weird. Anyway, I don't care. I don't care. Because what we're talking about is we're talking about charity. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, the fucking charity that saves kids from childhood cancer, that keeps their families together, that does not make those families pay a cent for travel or lodging or food or surgery or medication, literally saves lives, is in the process of finding an actual cure for cancer, has developed technology that's used all over the world because they share their research and findings for free with the goddamn whole planet for free, so that those communities in other countries, in other states, wherever, can use that technology, all of those methods, and just apply it to their own shit to save more lives. We had a goal of 10K. We had a goal of 10K, chat. Friday, played some Soma. I pooped my pants a little bit on stream. It was very, very intense. And then, what ended up happening was I went to bed, $5,600 raised. I was like, that was a great stream. That was so fun. Oh my God, how wonderful. That Friday stream was great. And then Saturday, I took my mom and my family out for brunch and mini golf for an early Mother's Day. And I, on a whim, right before Morgan and I drove back home, I was looking at my phone. I was just like, hey, I wonder if anyone like did an offline donation to Tiltify. You know, like expecting, oh, maybe like someone who missed the stream donated $5, $10, $20, something like that. Pretty normal amount of money to donate to the charity while I'm offline. I don't know if you guys see this number right here. This is $6,500 exactly, more than what we had when I ended stream Friday night. Someone donated $6.5K. Yes, yeah, applaud. Let's get some hype in the chat, because we have the rest of the month to keep fundraising, and we hit the initial goal. This wasn't like someone who was like, you know what, I'm going to donate exactly the amount to get to the 10K goal. This was someone who was like, Jesus, Shira, come on, hold that in. This is someone who is like, I want to donate $6.5K to this charity that saves the lives of children. Not to hit any specific goal, to blast past it. Like, absolutely unreal. Like, $6,500, like, that genuinely saves lives. That genuinely, like, truly changes lives in, like, a huge, huge way. Though I wish they donated when you were alive so we could have seen your brain break in real time. I would have puked on stream. It would have been bad. Whoever did it was kind enough to not do it on stream, because I, like, hyperventilated when I saw that. I was like, Morgan, I don't know. Morgan, I made a noise that was like, like, not even a joke. And Morgan was like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I just went, Morgan. And she was like, what's wrong? What happened? What's wrong? Like, she thought I read something really bad on my phone. And then I was like, someone did this. And then I showed her the phone, and she was like, oh my God, what the hell? And, like, we just freaked out in the car for, like, 5 straight minutes. So, and here's the thing. It was anonymous. Whoever donated did it anonymously. No one did it while I was live. No one did it, like, with credit when you should be credited. I'm like, thank you, whoever did this. Like, good God, thank you so much. That's really, really nice. And not just nice, it's like, that's true kindness. That's true selflessness, to be like, let's put money towards, like, saving the world. Like, genuine, like, you have made the type of impact, and that goes to everyone who's donated and spent time and spread word about this charity and the fundraising campaign that I've been doing all month long. But, like, oh my God, $6.5K to save lives. Like, genuinely, you save lives. Thank you so much. So I don't know who you are. There's no way for me to find out who you are unless you are to, like, message me anonymously and tell me that it was you. But, like, good God. Yeah, wanting to give and help but not wanting the recognition. You're an actual real life superhero if you're watching right now. So I told you as we got closer to the $10,000 goal that I was going to add some more milestones. I did not think that we were just going to do all of that in one go. I was like, oh, it's going to be a gradual month. We'll just, like, eventually get up there, and, you know, we'll hit 10K, and then I'll show people, like, what's on the way for new things to raise towards. Yeah, exactly, Chaotic. The message that they left, for those of you who didn't see it on the Tiltify page, they just wrote, hope reigns. Like, unbelievable. Like, genuinely unbelievable. Unbelievably kind. Whoever you are, like, thank you. Because that's the thing that is the whole theme of St. Jude, and that we talked about a million times on these streams, is St. Jude doesn't just find cures and save lives. The thing that's, like, so important that they do is they keep hope alive. Because there are people who bring their kids to a doctor. They're told, hey, your child has cancer, and that parent's stomach, just drops to the floor. They go, oh my God, like, what hope do we have? My kid has this terrible, terrible disease. There's a chance they won't make it. And then when you walk through the doors of St. Jude, you're told, no, your kid's going to survive. We're going to make sure that your kid survives. That's the hope that they keep alive. That's the thing that, like, and to echo it and say hope reigns in that donation, whoever you are, again, thank you. Unbelievable amount of thanks from me, from every single worker at St. Jude, doctor, nurse, whoever, every single parent, every single child who's affected. Like, thank you. Like, genuinely thank you for doing this. This is, for years, is going to affect the people at St. Jude. Brookie, what's up? Hello, hi. Yeah, from us too, from the community. Absolutely. Absolutely. Unreal. So thank you. And again, we got some talking to do. Whoever you are, I'm gonna find you. And there's no way for me to do so don't actually be afraid about that. God. Anyway, chat, like I said, we got a brand new goal because I had this goal actually planned from the start of $15,000. And the fact that we are, like, within, like, a freaking baseball throw away from this, unreal. First goal that you'll see added is $13,000. Chat, we're gonna decide on cosplay together. I'm gonna go to, the internet. I'm gonna confide in chat. Not confide. What am I talking about? I'm going to ask for chat's opinion about what cosplay they would like to see me do. And we'll pick it out together on stream. And that would be pretty fun. And then, as Yamanaka just mentioned there in the chat, I've been teasing all... She got... What? Are we at 13,000 yet? Are we at 13,000 yet? Show of hands? No. No. Get that answer locked and loaded, though. Ready to go whenever we hit 13K. Wait, we're number 13 on the Play Live leaderboard? No shot. That's my lucky number. I've been teasing all month long that Visage, obviously, was the $10,000 goal that really scares me a lot. But I've been teasing all month long. There's a game that scares me far more than Visage, because this is a game that I'm afraid of what I become. And $15,000... I thought this was going to be the year that we weren't going to have to do this one again, and it might still not be. I mean, unless it... $2,900 away, right? I will play Jump King again on stream. I literally have this game uninstalled right now. It is not installed on my computer because I do not like the person I become when I play this game. I do not like Jump King. It frightens me who I become. I hate this game. It makes me so angry. The Jump King musical, Pepperidge Farm, remembers? God, that was an insane time, right? Nervly, what's up? Good to see you here. Hello, everybody. Generic Litter Goth. Hello, everyone joining. Good to see you here. Good God. I don't want to play it. I only install this game for charity fundraisers, and then it immediately gets on it. You can ask Morgan. I uninstall it the moment that, like, I'm like, okay, cool. Last day of St. Jude Play Live. Jump King's deleted off my computer. I hate this game. I have never played a video game where I was like, I fucking hate this game. I'm never playing this shit again. Until I came across Jump King. I hate this game. I hate Jump King. This will be, what, the 4th year that I played it for this charity? If we hit 15K, I'll play it again. But there's a reason I set it that high, because if we don't hit 15K, I'll go, hey, we hit the original goal and then some, like a big amount. You know? We've hit a decent amount of change on top of that. If we don't hit Jump King, I won't lie, I'm not going to be that disappointed about it. I fucking hate this game. But it's on there. It's there. You guys got the last back half of the month to get us to 15K. But yeah, 13K, you guys get to help me pick out a cosplay. I have at least one paycheck coming in this month. Oh, boy. Oh, good Lord. The things you do for charity, oh, my God, here's the thing. You guys, the way that this is working is, let's say that tomorrow, just as a random ass example, tomorrow we get another, like, intense angel investor donator donating a massive amount of money to St. Jude, right? Just, hey, here's another $2,000 towards St. Jude, and we hit the 15K. The way that the games have worked is, so I'm going to give at least one night for each of the games that are left on the list, just the way that we've been doing all month long. And then let's say, so what's that, like 5 more streams or something? Finally at the Jump King tier. Finally playing Jump King. I will have to play Jump King the rest of the month. Every stream will be a Jump King stream until I beat it, or I say something so egregious that I explode in a shower of blood and guts on screen because my blood pressure's so high, and then Twitch TOS bans my channel. Those are the two things that could potentially happen. So, the sooner you hit the Jump King tier, the more Jump King streams there will be this month. That said, as soon as June 1st hits, that shit's getting deleted from my computer again. I wish people could understand this is not like a streamer bit. Streamers being hyperbolic and crazy again on stream for content. No, I hate this game so much. I do not want to fucking play this game. I don't want to do it. I don't want to play it. But it's there because I know that people always aim for it for charity. Oh, God. Good God. Anyway, Lulu, I'm so sorry. And Anna, I'm so sorry. For whatever reason, my alerts are not working here tonight. I don't know why it's doing that. These freaking third-party websites, right? Lulu, thank you for the 2-month resub. Did it renew? It did. I appreciate that. Anna, thank you so much for the 46 total months. Remember the B-movie script on the left-handed haircut? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, God. Yeah, having my hair cut by Ethan live on stream, that was pinnacle of my career, sure. And then reading the entirety of the B-movie script was also, good God, what an experience, what a time, the things that I put myself through for charity here. The things I've just done for regular content here, kind of bizarre, right? Need to get you a punching bag for the office. Honestly, I've been trying to make space in my basement for one. And I just, like, keep forgetting to actually purchase one. Brian gets Twitch TOS banned for charity challenge mode. Hard. Oh, God. I mean, listen, I've already gone to Twitch jail once, all right? A knockoff of the... Okay, the knockoff room script was probably one of the most unhinged moments that's ever happened. Because, like, some of you were like, oh, I haven't watched The Room in a couple years, so I don't actually know if this is, like, an accurate script. Because something, like, weird would happen in the script, and I'd be like, there's no way this actually happens in the movie, right? Because I hadn't seen it yet. Morgan and I have since watched the movie, by the way. Fantastic. But we were just, like, all confused in chat, right? And then it got to, like, the rooftop scene where they're throwing the football, and it was like... And then Goku came out of the clouds in a flying car that was also being piloted by, like, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln or something. I don't even remember what happened in the fake script. And that was when I was like, okay, this is the moment that I'm really doubting if this actually happened, but I can also see Tommy Wiseau writing a script that did this, right? So... that was a fun one. That was, yeah, the knockoff script was absolutely insane. And then I think the second one we ended up reading ended up also being a knockoff script. Because it was like, everything, like, happened the way that it happens in the movie in that second script, I remember. But then randomly at the very end, whoever, like, transcribed it wrote in the weird scene where it was like, and then, you know, Tommy Wiseau's character dies. And then all of his friends cry while they unzip their pants or whatever. And I was like, what is happening? This isn't right. You know? I want every script read aloud to go off the rails like that. It was incredibly hysterical. Maybe we'll read another script at some point just for fun, not charity related. I don't know. You burned your finger? Oh my god, kettle destroyer. Sounds like the kettle destroyed you, am I right? No, actually, please go take care of that. Witches Wildflowers, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. It's weirdly close to the actual ending of the room. It is, I mean, it's a really weird ending, right? It's still a very weird movie. Can't wait till that goes public domain. Then we can maybe watch that as a community together. It will bring us closer together. Anyway, chat. So tonight, obviously, we've talked a little bit about what has gone on with the charity, the $6,500 donation. Again, I don't know what to say except like thank you to whoever has done that anonymously. Whether you're here right now lurking like a secret sneaky sneak, or if you're somebody who's going to watch the VOD later, you know, I hope that you know that you're very much appreciated. Talk about what St. Jude does for those of you who needed a refresher. Again, I'm shaking the rust off because I haven't streamed since Friday. A long time, very long break to take. My alerts aren't working, so that's really fun. I don't know if that's affecting the charity alerts as well. I'm assuming that it is, so like maybe don't try to activate the new scare alerts because, oh yeah, we didn't talk about that yet. Activated the scare alerts. Originally, they were going to be $100. And I went, you know what? Not in today's economy. No. We are recession-proof here. I'm passing those savings on to you, chat. Someone donate $500. It's the only way to test the alerts. It would be so awkward. I don't think the alert would pop up. It would just be me screaming at chat about like a huge dono coming through. But $50 and up will trigger one of two scare alerts that I've added. I've intentionally made sure, and you can read these in the descriptions, there's no screamer alerts. This is not going to be a picture of, you know, a character from Evil Dead popping up full screen while it goes, ah, like in your ears. The two that I added are the really realistic, like stereo knock, like that one. And then the other one is the ghost exhale voice from Phasmo, where it goes, ha, like that, like in your ear really loud. Those are the two. So they're still scary, and they're still going to make me jump. But they're not going to be so abrasive that, you know, like, everyone's going to be like, I got to turn off stream now, you know? So, that's the way it goes. Hey, Green, what's up? Good to see you here. Hello. The donator was Nightbot. Oh, my God. After all the years that she's worked so hard here, she saved up enough to finally donate to the charity. Thank you so much, Nightbot. Normally she's, you know, Nightbot does a great job during the charity streams, though. She always talks about like all the stuff going on, all the ways to support the charity, etc. You know, she does a good job overall. Big brain detective. Exact huge Girbeagly moment for sure. I love watching you get afraid. So that's just every stream when I get jump scared by like my resub alerts. Kind of a good thing that my resub alerts aren't working tonight. Not getting scared by them. Well, no, if someone donates when the bar goes up, though, that's very true. There's still at least the visual component, which is very nice. I had something to say. Okay, so scare alerts, new milestones. So again, $840. You guys will be able to help pick out the next cosplay for me. I also, I reposted on Mother's Day. If you didn't see it, and okay, first off, chat, I didn't get very many Mother's Day, like Happy Mother's Day wishes from you. I even reposted me looking incredibly superior in my Catgirl cosplay.
Excuse me?
Thank you.
Mommy?
Thank
Sorry.
you. Appreciate
Mommy?
that. Thank
Sorry.
you so much.
Mommy?
It's very nice.
Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Sorry, Mommy. I put up the most mommy energy pic. If you haven't seen that, I put it back up on Twitter, so you can scroll back to Mother's Day night. It's from Mother's Day After Dark.
Excuse
me
me?
and the Catgirl cosplay.
Excuse me?
Oh my god,
Mommy?
2 in a
Sorry.
row.
Mommy? Sorry.
Thank
Mommy?
you.
Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Thank you. That is probably, honestly, I think that might be the most mommy energy I've ever exuded. Thank you for the awooga. I was too busy dying from the mommy energy to respond. Hey, thanks. I don't know. Guys, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, I took a break the past couple days to, like, try to regain energy. And you have strong mommy energy and everything? What the hell? Thank you. That's nice of you to say. But it's one of those things where, like, I had to, like, take a breather to not look at the Tiltify page that I wouldn't, like,
Mommy?
get as emotionally overwhelmed to talking about this.
Mommy?
This is just unreal to me. It's just so awesome. Appreciate all of you a ton. We have helped out the kids in so many different ways over the years. I think that if we hit to this year's goal, we'll be up to 90K raised for just St. Jude, which is really, really wild to think about, right? Thank you for all the mommies, by the way. I appreciate you, chat. You're not grounded. I want to celebrate my internet mommies, Brian and Morgan. Oh my gosh. Morgan and I almost bought a bunch of the Target Pride stuff today. So if you guys don't know, it was Morgan's 10-year YouTube anniversary yesterday. And her community surprised her in such a lovely, incredible way. Thank you to those of you who participated in that. Raised a bunch of money so that she can treat herself to like a nice set of new tarot decks and go to Lilydale, New York, which is like a big spiritual community she likes to visit. So thank you to all of you. I'm still not over it. Yeah, it was really, really emotionally overwhelming for her. Today, I took her out shopping, and we got some food. I took her out to one of our favorite Mediterranean restaurants, so that was really nice. And, yeah, that's why I'm starting so late here tonight. So, again, yeah, thank you so much for all the congrats to Morgan, by the way. All of you are so kind. But, yeah, we were at in the Pride section. They always do, like, corporate Pride at Target. And some of the stuff was really cute, but a lot of it was still like oh boy, God, millennial culture. I can't wait until my generation's idea of what's funny or quirky or interesting goes away. Because it just, there was a couple things that I was like, God, I want to rep Pride, but I don't want to rep Pride that badly. You know, I'll get like beaten up for something else. But we almost got the Live Laugh Lesbian shirt. If you guys haven't seen that going around TikTok. That alert sounded like it was right next to me. It is. It's right next to your brain. And if anything, we're just our brains inside of meat mechs, right? So technically it was right next to you. Live Laugh Lesbian is my favorite Target Pride thing this year. Yeah, Morgan tried to convince me to get it, and I ended up not. Just because I was like, I don't know. You know, we're a sapphic household, but, you know, I don't need it that bad. I watched back Morgan's VOD of what I missed, and one, Morgan's reaction made my heart happy, so deserved, and two, Gremlin Santa Brian coming in with the gifts before Morgan got too far into the readings. Yeah, Crafty was DMing me trying to organize when I should go in with that. But, oh, yeah, also, since tonight, and I'm, if you can't tell by the moon craters underneath my eyes at the moment, I'm tired. I'm really tired. This month is always very draining, but I've got a couple other personal things going on in the background that I'm not going to waste time talking about because I'm handling them. But, like, I'm exhausted this month. I'm really, really tired. We've talked about this a bunch. Having people in stream, supporting the crap out of the streams, you know, sharing the charity, rooting me on, clipping stuff, making memes, whatever, like you've always done for years and years and years. 10 years now, you know, doing this stuff. I'm exhausted, and I want to make sure that chat is like, I obviously took off Sunday, selfish Sunday, right? I get to choose if I take that one off or not. I want to make sure you guys get the highest quality of content whenever I'm live. So one of the things is I started way fucking late tonight because I just very busy human being. And again, enjoying the day with Morgan. Would it be okay? Like, are you guys cool with this idea? I want to, you know, I still reserve the right to make the executive decision at the end here, but I want to canvass the community because you're all part of this thing too. You've all raised this much freaking money for this charity. If tonight is your shopping night, I've talked about it. The original plan was I was going to shop for Chilla's Art games on stream with you. We were going to pick them out, pick a few out together that we thought would be fun for a stream. And then I would play them that same night, as I would buy and download them. Is it okay if tonight we just do a little bit of shopping on the Steam page, and then next stream it's just all Chilla's Art games? And then tonight we just do the shopping, we vibe, we talk about charity, we catch up, we chill. Chilla's Art. Is that good? Is that a good one? This is why I get paid the big bucks. This is why my viewership is a third of what it used to be. Making us think our vote counts, just like a true democracy. I mean, no, you mean more like a true dictatorship where I'm very authoritarian, but I'm giving you the illusion of choice. Because this is actually a psyop to gaslight my community into thinking that I'm anything but a money-hungry streamer, By the way, today's stream is sponsored by G Fuel FaZe Clan Edition. Use code racial slur for a 10% off the FaZe Clan G Fuel. Was that too edgy? I mean, it's kind of accurate. Anyway, they're never gonna recruit me anyway. I don't give a shit about FaZe Clan. Is it edgy if it's true? It's so funny, but holy shit. Guys, I'm almost fucking middle-aged. I don't have time for drama. I just call it as I see it. It's not even drama. Fuck FaZe Clan. There we go. Yeah, with AAPI. Yeah, it has to be a AAPI. Yeah, happy AAPI Heritage Month. Did I tell this story yet, or did I only tell this on Twitter? No, I think I told it here. Where I was at the gas station minding my own business the other day, and two dudes were there in their BMW in the parking lot, pulling their eyes back, fucking doing the anti-Asian thing at me, and I just sat there and I was like, "What did I do? I'm pumping gas. What the hell?" Happy AAPI Heritage Month to me. It's been very weird. I will say this. This has been probably the worst AAPI month in a long time. I know that every community is all right, this was the worst, BLM. This is the worst whatever month. But holy shit, it has been unreal how few brands have spotlighted AAPI talent or reached out in any sort of meaningful way to do collaborations. Last year, they at least pretended to like me for the month. They were like, yeah, we see you right there from, China or wherever you're from, and it would be great if you did this thing with Xbox. Actually, Xbox might be that's the worst example to give. They're probably one of the only people I've worked with who I'm like, yeah, these people actually give a shit, I've been feeling that too, personally. Yeah, it's really weird. Even Twitch, it's so interesting, right? Last year, they were like, oh yeah, we're going to do you're going to get front page, you're going to be in the AAPI shelf. And I've had you guys, I haven't even been asking. You guys have been checking to see if I'm even up on the AAPI Heritage Month shelf. And a lot of you have been like, yeah, you're not there tonight. So yeah, it's weirdly silent. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. There's just not been, there hasn't even been celebration. Cause that's the thing. It's not just to call out racism and shit like that. And I think that a lot of people forget that kind of thing. And it's not supposed to be oh, we're only championing you because of this. It's supposed to be look at what this month could be if we leveled the playing field and we celebrate Asian voices that are often underrepresented. And it's just it's been a very weird AAPI month. That's all I gotta say. The only people I've seen mention AAPI besides you is the Trevor Project. I mean, yeah. And here's the thing. One of my really good friends, Daydreamer Dan, is a Korean streamer as well, right? And he has been getting championed by at least the official Twitch account, which I'm so happy to see that. I want to see him eating good. He's doing some great stuff to raise awareness about Asian voices in the community and stuff like that. I love that. Absolutely love that. But it has been very, very goddamn quiet. Very, very quiet this month. So anyway, I think that my FaZe Clan joke is warranted because they actively do the opposite of any sort of platforming of POC voices year round. Actually, they're really well known for pulling down the movement, My school put up a single printed poster. Nice. Oh, man. I'm sure that's going to make a difference. Throw them in the bin. Yeah, that's where they go. I was looking at the top shelf for a while before realizing there was a separate shelf. Yeah, I actually talked to Twitch staff about that, I think last year. And I was like, is there not a way to move, like, the featured shelf each month up, like, you know, towards the top of the screen? And they were like, it's a coding issue. It's got to stay beneath the fold. And if, for those of you who don't know web UX speak, the fold is basically what you see. Like, what you see on the screen when you load up a web page is, like, the main homepage, right? And then anything beneath the, like, bottom part of what you can see is considered beneath the fold. So that break in the page is the fold. So they were like, we can't do that. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. Okay, well, hopefully I'll see a lot of people who are of Asian descent in the front page carousel. And last year they did actually a pretty decent job with it. I mean, we got front page like, 3-4 times? Something like that. We got it a lot, and it was really, really great, especially because it aligned with St. Jude Month, and we got so many new people into the community donating and becoming active members of the community, helping out a great cause. It raised so much awareness. And then this year, every time I go to the front page, I'm like, oh, cool, Asian person, Asian person, Asian person, white guy, white guy, white guy. Oh, interesting front page. So yeah, really, really weird month for Twitch doing what they do. I love them, you know, like the people that I know that I'm like mutuals with from Twitch, the people that I've gotten to like talk to who work there, the people who work on dev side stuff, even a lot of them, fantastic, amazing people that want to do more. And I have a ton of faith in them. The reason I bitch about this stuff isn't because I hate Twitch. It's because I want it to be the best place on the internet. I want it to be so much better, though. And it's just one of those things where it has to trickle down from, like, corporate into the, like, actual inner workings of the site. And it's just, they drag their feet. And it's a bummer. It's a bummer. And it's normally, again, it's the people at the top. It's not the people who are doing their best every day. But I'd like to see, you know, if not for me, if not for AAPI, like, sure, I got an ulterior motive in this, which is expose more people to the St. Jude charity, right? But, like, and like, have people be like, oh, that's the St. Jude charity guy, you know? Sure. As a creator, you know, you don't say no to exposure. But that said, it's one of those things like, next month is Pride Month, right? We got Pride Month coming up. Very excited for that. That's going to be awesome. Last year, I got to do, like, a Pride Twitch Rivals thing, which was dope. That was so cool. Raised money for transgender legal representation, right? That was sick. That was awesome. But I don't know. I just feel like they could always do a little bit more. I just feel like they could do a little bit more. Anyway, that was a long ass ramble. That was literally just from one random ass joke I told. So fantastic. Great job, me. Take a few days off stream and become a different person, right? Anyway, sorry I'm not reading as many of the messages in chat, but I'm seeing you guys talk to each other. I'm glad that this can always inspire some form of conversation and get people interested in what we're doing and whatnot. Again, starting here very late tonight. I'm not gonna hit you with any videos tonight to make you cry. I'm not gonna make you sad babies. But I appreciate all of you who are here tonight. And if we don't even raise another $1 here tonight, totally get it. I can't believe that we already hit like the main goal in half of a month. Unreal. But this is like just the intermittent. This is the little bus stop of the month. Me catching you up on things, me freaking out about the good that's already been done, me talking about whatever the hell's on my mind, unfiltered. This is After Dark. This is your podcast stream, chat. I'm going to stay in the just chatting category. It's your podcast stream. I'm going to talk about my unfiltered thoughts about stuff. That's right. If Rojogan can do it, I can do it. It's a really important topic that matters and matters specifically to you. I'm grateful you talked about it. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't have all the answers either. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm smarter than anyone. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't even use my college degree anymore, right? So, like, it's one of my things where, like, yeah, I don't have an answer. I don't know, like, how to make things better right away. I don't think that you can make things better right away. I think it's always a gradual process full of compromises. But as long as we're trying to move the needle, that's what matters the most to me. And obviously, I'm going to talk about stuff that, like, yeah, I have a little bit of personal stake in. So, glad that some people aren't chased away by that kind of thing. Because this is just me, you know? Unfiltered after dark. So, yeah. Hey, you know, sure, I love hearing that at least. That's wonderful. Yeah, there's been a lot of, like, in book sections at stores. Even Barnes & Noble had, like, a bunch of, like, face-outs of, like, AAPI authors and stuff. I liked seeing that. That was very, very good. Weirdly forget you have a college degree sometimes? What is that supposed to mean? It's still light where I am? Wow. Well, it's, then if not after dark, then after hours, right? Your brain is huge. It's something, all right. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Camp Rock reference. Don't mind me. Amazing. that your memory is terrible? I thought you meant, like, you are such an idiot publicly that I forget that you actually are college educated. That's what I literally thought that's what you meant. And that's honestly the way that most people probably look at me. So that's fair. All right, chat, hit me with some good news. Let's move on to good news. If you got any, as long as it's something we can all comfortably enjoy together, feel free to share it here in the chat. Make sure that you're rooting on each other, encouraging each other, congratulating each other, etc. Love to hear everyone's good news here tonight before we move on to doing a little bit of shopping. Shopping for them Chilla art games. And then on Thursday, you guys will get to see me run through a gauntlet of Chilla art games. This guy has a degree. Academics hate him. Click here to find out why. I have one brain cell that's frequently on vacation. Well, you know how it is here. I made a career out of having one brain cell that's always on vacation. So, you know, you're in good company. Speaking of degrees, Hoots is talking about using his master's and doing some critical theory evaluation of pro wrestling. Hey, that's a great application. Like, this is my thing, right? I have a degree in psychology. And I used to, back in the day, be a psych counselor. For those of you who don't know, maybe I'm not quite doing the same thing now, but I do feel like sometimes my degree comes into play, you know? My degree does, like, dealing with the general public, understanding power dynamics and parasocial relationships, like we talk about here all the time, that kind of thing. I think that it comes into play every now and then. I think that's like it's a decent degree for just life experience. So I'm not, like, regretting that I went to college. I wish I had all that money back, but, you know. Good news, I finally got my new car, and I'm playing Final Fantasy VII finally. It's a great time. Nymeria, that's wonderful news. That's two very good things. Got an interview for a hardware store for tomorrow. Pretty comfortable and confident going in and excited for it. Oh, hell yeah. You're going to kill that. Kick ass. Good evening. Is that a new goal I see? Beans, you just missed the rundown of everything that happened. But yes, we have a brand new goal. So absolutely something that's like just, oh my gosh. Fantastic. Genuinely fantastic work from the community. So proud of everybody. My good news, I'm eating chocolate cake now. I'll share some with y'all. Aw, thank you. That sounds good. Morgan and I had this amazing mascarpone blueberry lemon cake when we were out at dinner earlier. It was so goddamn good. My good news, I watched the first few episodes of SpongeBob and got some kitty cuddles from Sunshine. I also snagged Tears of the Kingdom. Maddie's been playing it a ton, and as soon as I get to Breath of the Wild and finish that, it'll be my turn. Hell yeah! Brookie, that's awesome. Some good stuff. I have news. I turned 22 days ago. Oh my god, actual zygote alert. And had a family picnic. It was nice. I'm putting the last touches on the second commission corset. That's awesome. Very good stuff. So glad. And also, happy belated birthday. Happy birthday to anyone who we missed out birthdays on over the past few days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I wasn't around. So happy birthday to anyone who had a birthday in that time range. That's the cake. She posted it, and it looks so yummy. Oh, yummy. I love it. Yeah, that's the cake that Morgan put up on Twitter. It's nice to not need the job with my current stuff going well, so I'm not too worried about it. It'll just be nice to have something for savings rather than just day-to-day expenses. You know, it's funny that you say that, right? So, like, obviously, like, we're in the middle of, like, a weird economic downturn. Like, the recession has not been kind. Twitch is still not paying more than 50% a sub. Sub counts are in shambles for a lot of people, etc. I had a friend who works for an indie game company who put up a listing for influencer marketing recently, and I almost took it. I was like, you know, I'm kind of thinking about that. It's not that I need it right this second, but it certainly would just like you said, it'd be something that would help me save up a lot and would be like easy for me to do overall. I've thought about it. You know, there's been a couple times I thought, yeah, maybe I'll get a job. And then I go, I don't want to report to any boss ever again in my life. Working for myself is something I worked for like 6 years to achieve. And I finally am here, and I would like to just peacefully live this existence as long as I can. Good news, I finally got to visit a friend in Georgia after we had the delay to the trip 2 times before. It was really fun. Bad news is I've been a little sick since the trip. Oh, no! Zippy Dip, I hope you feel better soon, but I'm glad that you made a lot of new memories, had some good experiences with friends. Lots of Oregon peeps here. I did not know that we had that many oregano people here in chat. Yo, what's up, Sarah? Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, all my alerts are busted here tonight, just as a heads up to everyone. Very busted up, scuffed alerts. Nothing's working. So, thank you, though, for the raid, Sarah. How's your stream? I hope that it went well. If you're new here, please read the rules so you don't get timed out by me, a mod, or Nightbot. Alert, raid alert. Yeah. Alert! There, see, I did a good imitation of it, because everyone thinks that's me yelling that anyway. Why is Streamlabs down? Is this, like...
Awooga!
Awooga! Thank you so much for awoogaing at me. Sound alerts are working, at least. Streamlabs. Down? Are you not working? Yeah, looks like everyone's are down. So another reason not to ever work with this dog shit company, right? Again, it's honestly just karma because Morgan and I never swapped over from labs to elements. Firefly, thank you so much for the 29 months. I appreciate that a lot. Here, I'll do the Justin voice every time someone resubs. How's that? Ooh woo. Is that good? Wait, no, Justin would say it more like ooh woo. Like that. Is that good? I might be lurking because I'm going to procrastinate finals and make buttons. Hey, enjoy doing that. That's very fun. Not me sending too early. What did you do? Oh. Isco. Isco is what you wrote. It's pretty fun. Oh, yeah. So, oh wait. So Down Detector says for when Morgan went live and when I'm live. Did we do it? We take down the entire server chat? That's the power. Once you hit 10 years of doing content, devoting yourself to hurting your mental health as much as possible with your profession, going into a field that is not kind to your brain, you too can control the entire functionality of a website. Nervily, enjoy your lurk. Good luck with all of the stuff that you're doing. Thank you so much. You can recite the Scott Pilgrim alerts for me? Oh my god, please, A Green. A cute couple kills Streamlabs personally. That's us. So strong, I know. Check it out. You guys tell I've been bulking. That's actually false. I haven't been doing any arm exercises recently. Psychic spikes of power. Brain blast. My Jimmy Neutron brain blast. Oh my god. Did I get awoogaed because I flexed? Strong girl. I told you guys, listen, this is the year though that I'm gonna like strong women are some of the most incredible people in the world, right? I'm all about that meta. I'm so happy that that's like an internet meta right now. Strong girl, absolutely, this is the year of it for me. You know, you guys know me. I love dressing up all cute in cottagecore. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I know. I put on clothes sometimes. It's wild. But I like to dress up as like cutesy cottage curl. Wow, I was telling Morgan earlier over dinner that my dyslexia has been so bad this month. But I do like the soft ooh girl a lot. You know, I sometimes like e-girl it up, but this is the year I'm gonna do strong girl cosplay. I mean, there's a reason I've been dressing as all the mommies, right? I did Ada Wong. I just got the Yor Forger cosplay, Spy X Family cosplay. If you don't know Yor Forger, Google her right now. She's really cool. So she's another mommy character. And then I hope whenever we decide to, you know, do the cosplay stream, whenever we get to $13,000 raised for St. Jude, we'll find another good mommy character, you know? Two genders, nudist and cute girl. You know, I'm not exactly a spring chicken anymore. I'm old as hell. If you say those are the two genders, I believe you. At the gym doing cottage curls. Oh shit. When's the SoundCloud album dropping? You're so feminine and so strong. Stop. You should see Supernova, the strong woman at New York Ren Fair. She's amazing and is such a strong woman. I honestly like. So I have like a ton of friends who like are like, if you guys know Parallax Stella, my friend Stella, I just feel like she's like my freaking like sister, like separated by distance, like another Korean creator. She works for IGN. She is amazing. If you've never seen her clapbacks on Twitter against weird misogynists and like fucking weird rap men who are on the internet, she's amazing for it. But she's like, she lifts like a lot. And I got to meet her at the summit a couple weeks ago, right? And she's awesome. And we just bonded over being Korean American. We talked about like what red flags people set off all the time. Like when they try to like talk to us about Korean culture, that kind of thing. And she's awesome. But she could break me in fucking half. She is so built. It is unreal. She's so cool, though. But I'm so inspired by her. I heard there's only one gender now. What is that gender? Is the gender social construct? Do whatever the hell makes you comfortable? Because that's the way that it should be. Who the hell cares, right? That's the way that I look at it. Literally just left for a second to try to do pull-ups. Nice. Did you get one done? I don't like the inclusion of just tried to do. I assume that you at least did one. The gender is actually minions? Oh no. Wait, DreamWorks Minions, the true gender. She could break me in half respectfully. Yeah, Firefly, if you know who I'm talking about, if you've seen Stella, she could easily freaking like martial arts kick my back in half. Or just like lift me up and powerbomb me and destroy me. She is super strong. And she's just super cool. I think she's great. You know? I have no idea, but that's the only gender I will identify as for life. I mean, hey. AMAP is assigned minion at birth? Get out of here. Oh my god. Thank you for everyone here sharing good news. I feel like I missed like a million things of good news here today. I'm just in a wacky, quirky, goofy mood tonight, chat. You know, I'm just here. I'm sharing my opinions on FaZe Clan, about corporate AAPI Heritage Month, corporate pride, being problematic by using Streamlabs still, and then as a result having my alerts not fucking work. This is my problematic commentary YouTuber era. You guys excited for it? Here's why I think that drinking Monster Energy makes you too woke. My legs are all my strength, to be honest, but boy, howdy, tree trunks. Yeah, I mean, that's how I'm built as well. I'm like... I mean, this is gamer arms. You do not get these arms by going to the gym, chat. You get these arms by sitting in front of your computer going, oh, I'm editing in Adobe Premiere Pro for 12 hours. That's how you get these bad boys. So yeah, no, I get it, but I'm very leggy, from martial arts and track and field and cross country back in the day, that kind of thing. Did a little bit of it, everything. Soccer, you name it. Yeah, shrimp posture. Listen, my back today, all I did today was I bitched to Morgan about how much my back hurt. I'm feeling my age a little bit. Adobe Premiere Pro hates me. It hates most people because Adobe's just a terrible company. But I continue to use it because I refuse to learn DaVinci or Final Cut Pro. All the strength goes to your fingies. I can hit WASD really fast, chat. You've seen me click my mouse. Amazing, right? I get stronger arms after playing Jump King for many hours. Yeah, because I will be smashing my keyboard up and down like an angry monkey at the zoo. Because I hate that game. I get my workout by sparring with Adobe. Yeah. Adobe, if you're a newer content creator, learn Adobe just to learn it. But don't rely on Adobe. There's actually better programs out there now that are way cheaper and are way more reliable, way more stable. It's still technically the industry standard, but Final Cut Pro and DaVinci are really good options. And you only have to pay for those one time. Look at donos? What happened? Damn it! Why are the alerts not working still? This makes me angry. I quit. This is my last stream of all time, chat. Alright, we're doing a subathon. So that I can go leave content creation forever to go retire in a cottage in the woods completely off the grid. I'm going to delete my Twitter. I'm going to delete everything. You guys will have my YouTube up still as a time capsule of what I once was. What happened here, though? Zoe, $10. Thank you so much for the donation to St. Jude. $10 goes a long way. Literally buys a kid like an action figure, a toy, something that they might want. Again, we talk about this all the time. A lot of the kids at St. Jude, due to fatigue, due to feeling ill, whatever, not just from, having cancer, which is terrible, but chemo treatments. One of the side effects is you feel very nauseous. You feel very, unsteady on your feet. You get vertigo, that kind of thing. A lot of these kids, they're not able to go out and watch a movie. They might be so excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 right now. That $10 just bought them, their favorite Marvel superhero action figure. That is the type of good that you're doing. It's going to keep them distracted from the pain, the worry that they might feel, being in an uncertain medical situation. Medical stuff is always so scary to kids, right? So you're truly making a difference with $10. Glitch God, thank you for the $1. Thank you very, very much for donating to St. Jude. Falcon, what the hell? I thought that we weren't testing the big donos tonight. What the shit? Falcon! Oh my god, what did you do? Big dono. I gotta hit the button for you. You didn't even ask me to do a bean or anything. You donated to buy a red wagon? Oh my god. Okay, so if you guys don't know, $100 from Falcon. Falcon, thank you so much for supporting this incredible cause. $100 buys a red wagon. You guys might be confused by some of the stuff. You can always read the item descriptions in the rewards on the Tiltify page. But this is one of my favorite rewards. Let me hit the button for you. Where the hell did my thing go? What the hell? Morgan, do you know where my button went? No! It get up and it moved? What the hell? I don't know where my button went. I don't know where the Streamlabs took the alerts and the button. Yeah, we get no alerts. I know there's some of you are putting on your tinfoil hats and going, this is a conspiracy, Brian. We know that you hate that button. And you've hidden it. I don't know. I didn't touch this thing. I don't know where my St. Jude button is. That makes a noise. Oh. Did you put it in the bin by any chance accidentally? Was it on top of the bin?
The bin's been downstairs for over a week.
No, the bin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Where did it go? Okay. Here. Consolation. Consolation for you, Falcon. Was that good? Was that worth? There you go. It's kind of like an air horn, right? Bread do be good. He does such a great job, right? Great job, Bread. I forgot what. Oh, okay. Red Wagon. Red Wagon. Okay, so you donate to St. Jude. Donate $100. You select the Red Wagon reward. I inhaled it. If you punch my left lung, you can faintly hear the noise. Chat, what sort of acid are you on tonight? What is LSD microdosing is unhealthy for you. All right, I know what TikTok says. Oh, everybody get high on LSD. Everybody microdose LSD. It's fine. You can still function, kind of. Stop it. It's bad for you. I woke Sig up. Oh, Brett. Yeah, Bread woke Sig up. Zoe is the random. Thank you for the $5 to St. Jude. It's not much, but every little penny counts. I'm glad that you pointed it out because, again, we wouldn't be at this total without all the $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 donations that are coming through. It's always a lot because here's the thing about St. Jude. And as someone who's gotten to visit it multiple times, talk to the staff there, talk to the doctors, talk to the nurses, talk to the people who cook, the people who clean up the entire place. I'm going to talk to everyone there. $5 is amazing. It goes far. It buys cleaning supplies. It buys hand sanitizer. It buys office supplies like staplers and pens and paper for the admins, like everything, like the offices. Like you are doing things that are allowing a mom to have like a box of tissues in the waiting room where her kid is getting surgery in the next room, you know? And she might need to like dry her eyes with a tissue or something like that. You did that. $5 helps out with all those things quite a bit. So never underestimate the value of $1. Yeah, little things can be just as important. Exactly. With an operation that costs as much money to run, every single dollar counts. It truly does. All right, chat. Let me talk about Red Wagons real quick, and then we'll get to shopping. Okay? And again, if I missed your good news or anything earlier, feel free to share it again in the chat during any time of the stream. You guys know I like to read them, but only if you're like, I really want Brian to read this. Red Wagons are one of the cutest things that St. Jude does for their patients. We talk about how St. Jude makes kids feel like kids still. They don't feel like patients at a hospital. Sure, they're getting all the testing done. They're going through surgery. They're getting chemo, that kind of thing. Talking to doctors every single day. But one of the things that St. Jude tries to focus on is the mental health aspect of the care that they give. They don't want the kids to go, oh, I have this stigmatized outlook about my childhood when they get older. They want the kids to be able to be like, I made friends at St. Jude. I got to make art while I was at St. Jude. I got to play with toys while I was at St. Jude, like we were talking about with the $10 donation. Those types of things are really important to the people who run St. Jude, making sure that these kids have like good memories to look back on. One of the cutest things is they have these little red rider wagons, like the ones that you like can pull behind you. Little kids can pull behind them. You know, the classic red wagon that you can like, you know, that kids play with all the time. And so instead of going through the hospital and seeing like a little like 4-year-old in a tiny kid's wheelchair, you see a giggling 4-year-old sitting in one of these red wagons being pulled around by their mom. Like, that kind of thing is so, so, so cute and amazing as a reminder of these are the lives that we're giving more time to. The potential to save that life, to let that cute little kid who's having a blast clapping their hands as they get pulled around in the red wagon, instead of being like on a, hospital bed gurney type thing, or being in a wheelchair, being able to like be a little kid. That's what that red wagon donation goes towards. Thank you again, Falcon. You're amazing for doing that. Truly. I love that they really try to make sure that the kids still get to be kids. Yeah, it's amazing because they have like playgrounds, they have play areas, even like the older patients there have like teen centers where they can go and they can access the internet from like if they don't have their own computers. They got video game consoles, they got like a whole selection, like big libraries of DVDs and books, and there's like pool tables, there's like cool stuff for them to do that like will let them be like teenagers and not have to like give up on their social life just because they're at the hospital, and they get to mingle with other teens and become friends with other teens and stuff. It's really, really cool. The focus on making sure that the interruptions in these patients' lives and these families' lives are as minimal as possible. I think you missed this earlier, but I feel bad I haven't been able to join streams much lately, and I want to give what I can. It's 1,000% worth. Such an impactful charity so close to my heart. Falcon, I just want you to know that you're someone who's been around for years now, and you have done so many generous things out of the goodness of your heart to help me, to support the charities that I raise for. Like, I mean, you are someone who I very often think of as, like, this sounds weird to say, but if you're, like, tapped out and you can't, like, donate more subs, if you can't donate more money to charities, I get it because of how much you've given, how much you've changed my life, how much you've changed other people's lives. You have given a lot in your time in this community. I appreciate you a ton for that. Thank you. Please never feel bad about having to skip streams. You know me. I've been streaming forever. There will be more streams. It's all I know how to do is try to desperately cling to relevance on the internet by making more content, right? You've been around. You've been here for the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Never feel bad about that. If you want to give, money, great. If you want to just give your time whenever you're able to give that time, know that every single second is always appreciated. Thank you so much. Like, genuinely. They fixed my cousin's heart. Literally, she had a hole in her heart. Yeah, I mean, Zoe, so we talked about that a couple streams ago, but, like, St. Jude is always, like, their main priority and the main, like, thing that their marketing does is talk about childhood cancer, but there's a huge number of different health issues. I mean, we talked about it a little bit with Malin Kate, the little girl that I've showed the video for twice now. She has a very rare bone marrow anemia. That's not cancer, but it's something that affects her entire immune system, her entire body, her entire health. And St. Jude is working on finding cures for not only cancer, but health, or heart-related health things, anemias, all sorts of immunodeficiencies that are out there that are affecting and harming children in the dawn of their lives. So yeah, they do some incredible work across the board. It's so sweet to say. Gonna go sob now. Get those tears out. That's so cute. It reminds me that if I remember rightly, someone decorated one of Shy's wheelchairs as a kid so she could have a cool, fun thing like that. So not the same thing, but a cute little story that the wagons reminded me of. Honestly, like, any organization, and again, St. Jude is affiliated with so many other, like, health organizations around the world, hospitals, scientific centers, you name it. They have some that wear the St. Jude brand and some that benefit off of the research and the technology that's developed at St. Jude. And again, it's international, all over the world. But a lot of those hospitals that mimic the model or use the same model as St. Jude do things like that, Lulu. They'll have a teen like patient who they'll be like, hey, let's get you a bunch of like fun like bumper stickers to put all over your like your wheelchair, so that you still have like something like you have memes and funny stuff and like cool things to like personalize this tool that you're using during this era, this phase of your life. That kind of stuff, it's really important. And again, I think that there's again, talking about earlier, I used to be a psych counselor. I used to work with teenagers. That was like my main age range that I got hired to work with at the time. And I can guarantee to you that those small little gestures like that make a world of difference to people in that age range. I mean, some of you are not that far removed from that age range, right? So it's like one of those things where, like, you know how impactful it is to have someone who's older than you or in a place of authority or someone who is in charge and responsible for you to take those little extra moments and those extra little steps to make sure that you're comfortable, that you're accommodated for, that you feel seen and heard and represented. So, yeah. New Zealand doesn't really have much like that besides Make-A-Wish. Oh, well, that's very nice. Regardless of who did it, the message is still, like you said, the same, very similar. Because of the research that they develop and share, we at least got a little more time with a family member who got treated for cancer shortly after birth. Even that extra time means everything to families, and I couldn't be more grateful that they do so much. I honestly, Antichrist Bear, I don't know if you were around, when I was talking about this, but one of the videos I haven't shared yet, but that we watched during the St. Jude Summit when I was in Memphis, is a father who is talking about how much, he loves his daughter. And he's like, she's, my world. She's my light. Finding out she had cancer devastated me and the family. Similar things that we've heard before. But a lot of those videos end with the parents being like, because of St. Jude, my child is in remission now. My child is cured. We have so many more bright days ahead of us. This guy, and again, this was one of the sadder videos, but also one of the more profound ones as a result. But he was talking about, I don't know if the treatment at St. Jude will cure my daughter, but I do know that it's going to extend her life. Whether that's for several more months, or if she's eventually going to be cured, even if we lose her, I know that the research that they do at St. Jude and that my daughter's condition, the things that they learn about it from her by treating her, will live on through the research that they help spread around the world to cure and save the lives of way more kids. And the fact that he was willing to face that potential tragedy, being grateful for the extra time that he got with his daughter, and knowing that even if she unfortunately doesn't make it through treatment, knowing that it will allow other parents to be with their kids for longer, would be his daughter's legacy. Like that is the kind of thing that St. Jude, again, does in such a genuine way that things, I guess, feel less scary and far more hopeful for everyone involved. So, very, very much reminded me of that when you mentioned that, Antichrist Bear. Can't imagine going through that as a parent. No, not at all. And again, that's one of those things, like, there's a million organizations out there raising money for cancer treatment and finding cures and that kind of thing. I firmly believe, and I've said this for all, 7 years, 8 years that I've raised money for St. Jude, that I firmly believe whenever we find that cure for cancer, that like 100% wipes cancer out, knocks it off the map of like medical risk, that St. Jude is going to be in essentially the credits of that research. They are going to be the ones who are the cutting edge, learning from the mistakes that they make in the treatments that they do, learning how the actual cancer cells operate, like they're doing with the brand new microscope they literally just invented on campus with the help of a Nobel Peace Prize winner. And that got funded, again, because of our donations, guys. Like, me and everyone else who's raised, all of our communities that have, banded together to raise as much money as we have over the years. We had one of the doctors on stage, one of the scientists, talking about how if they had to rely on government grants or academic grants, like most traditional research, they would be waiting months, if not years, for those funds to clear, and then there would be like an unlimited amount of red tape that they would have to adhere to before they were able to even get a prototype up and running. And because of the direct funding through donations that St. Jude does, we're funding that research in real time. They're immediately able to take those funds, and they already built the microscope. It's a one-of-a-kind thing. They can see how cancer cells move and how normal cells react around them in like real time in a way we've never ever gotten to do before. That's the type of technology that we're funding right now. It's really freaking cool. It's really, really awesome. So again, you guys are truly getting us closer to a cure for cancer in real time. So anytime you're like, at a store and they're like, hey, do you want to donate $1 to St. Jude? You're getting them $1 closer to finding that cure. Or if you donate here, that kind of thing. It's an awful feeling to face the fact that someone may not be saved by the treatment, but it's a really nice thing to remember that it's getting better for other kids. Yeah, and again, like, that's such a tough thing to say out loud, and some people aren't ready to say that kind of thing, and some people never will be, and that's completely up to them to decide if they ever are, But that type of selflessness is like, it's backed up by statistics, right? Of, unfortunately, not every kid makes it through cancer, even being treated at St. Jude. But they have, since they opened their doors, raised these statistics from a 20% childhood leukemia survival rate up to 80%. And if you talk to anyone who works there and look them in the eyes, they get this sort of like almost somber look in their eyes. And they go, yeah, no, 80%. You can go, 80%? Oh my God, that's great. That's amazing. I can't believe that 80% of your patients now survive compared to 20% when you opened your doors. And they'll go, yeah, it's really good. But that's still only 4 out of every 5 kids. What about that 5th kid? They want to get it to 100%. And it's an incredible thing to talk to everyone who I've gotten to talk to there who's talked about 80% is not even close to good enough yet for them. So you guys are getting us closer to that 100% survival rate. So thank you for that, like genuinely. But there are the stats there. There are actual stats there to back up all the stuff and all the good that they do. Anyway, chat, I've been rambling long time here, hour and a half almost. Some of you are like, Brian, we're supposed to do horror games and now we're babbling, not even shopping for the Chill as Art games. Let me swap over to a screen. Get some Chill Arts games. Hey. All right. So these are all the games on Steam. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I haven't even heard of some of these. 13, 14, 15, 16 Chilla Art games. Falcon, enjoy your lurk. Thank you for being here. That's a lot of games. I'm obviously not going to buy all of them because I'm not going to have time to play all of them. But I'd say like a good 2 to 3. I think these are a couple hours long each. I don't know. How many people in chat are familiar with Chilla Art games? How many of you watch like Mark on YouTube or whoever play these? Me personally, I watched Germa play one of these, and I don't even remember which one it is. I think it was Closing Shift. I literally don't remember what happened in it. But I don't know very much about these games, except that they're really creepy, and I did already compile a content warning for all of them. Some really nice conversations we've been having, though, as much as I love the scares you've been going through this month, it's nice to take a break and celebrate our accomplishments this campaign. Yeah, like I said, this is like the little bus stop before we head on to the next destination together, right? Even past campaigns, the positive differences we're making. Absolutely, Brookie. And you've been here for so many of them. Like, thank you so much for making the difference. Seen a few playthroughs. They're good. Are there any chat recommends? Okay. So I heard karaoke. This is the only one I'm going to be dodging because from what I researched, this has some really, heavily triggering shit in it. So that's the only one off the table. We won't do karaoke, but all the rest of them, Closing Shift, convenience store, and then, night delivery, that kind of stuff, Those are all up for grabs. Heard some stuff about that one. Yeah, it's not the greatest, right? Convenience store is good. I've only seen Closing Shift and Convenience Store. Okay, and they're both good. I think I've seen some a few story explain videos about some of these games. Interesting. Lemma Bean, thank you so much for using your Prime here for 29 months. My semester's over. Wait, I have to do it in the Justin voice. That's right. My semester is over, and I have free time again. How's everyone doing? Was that pretty good? Was that a good Justin impression? Thank you so much for 29 months. I appreciate that a lot. You know, we got the... I'm pointing at the wrong place. We have up there, Gerb Mommy emote. If you want to get us closer, keep them resubs coming. Thank you for keeping us around 300 subs. Again, the economy's in shambles, so it's just going to be one of those things. Like, those of you using the Bezos bucks with Prime, though, that's the smart move. That's the big brain move. Remember Ghost Train one? That sounds scary. I mean, it's called the Ghost Train. That's automatically terrifying. Yeah, Gerb Mommy emote. We're a bit far from it, but we'll get there, right? How many are you thinking of playing? Like I said, I think... does anyone know how long these are? I think they're around like a couple hours each, right? So if they're only a couple hours each, I think I could probably download like 2 or 3. Might be good, right? But people are saying... Okay, so night delivery also? Okay. Convenience store and night delivery are good? I assume my mom's Amazon Prime for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it, Firefly. Thank you. Crime for good, right? I think I remember watching Jordan play it. Interesting. We could do... So, Closing Shift, Convenience Store, and Night Delivery. Would those 3 be good? That actually wouldn't be too bad. That'd be only like $10. They're all on sale right now, too. Nice. I don't know. Would those be the best ones? Or should we try ones that other people haven't done before? Because, again, I don't know. I like the sound of that. The content warning that I already have on the stream does, I think, cover Closing Shift, Convenience Store, and Night Delivery, but I could be wrong. Streamer, comment on FNAF trailers, streamer. Okay. I'll do this real fast, huh? It looks way better than I thought it was going to look. It actually looks pretty creepy. Point number 2, Josh Hutcherson, Renaissance. Let's bring him back. He hasn't been around since, like, the Hunger Games movies. Dude is great. You know, Josh he's going to kill it. I'm excited. As far as I know, I don't know very much about him because I don't really care about celebrity culture that much, but I think he's a fairly unproblematic white boy. So I'm excited to see him play the role of the security guard, you know? Josh Hutchin mom and Hutchin dad must be so proud. Oh my god. I didn't even know they had this many games. I didn't either, Chaotic, honestly. You want to look at the page? Yeah, we're going to watch some trailers. Yeah, last time I saw him, he was on the Overwatch League broadcast at the Blizzard Arena. God damn, that's ancient history, right? The FNAF poster is so cool, too. Not a fan of the red eyes on the animatronics, but it's kind of weird that they added those, for sure. I guess it's just to be like, it's so you know they're evil. It's like, no, I mean, the fact that they're a haunted animatronic moving by itself should probably, you know, give you the hint already, right? I haven't seen the trailer yet. Yes, Josh Hutcherson. Yeah, I'm excited, honestly. Wait, he was at the Blizzard Arena? Yeah, he's apparently like a huge Overwatch League fan. Or was. I don't know how you can be today after today's announcement by Blizzard. If you guys don't know, they're fucking scrapping the whole reason they even swapped over to Overwatch 2, right? Like, sure, 5v5 and PvP actually works pretty well. I'm a big fan of it. I know that that's a divisive take for some people who miss the old 6v6, but have fun playing Goat's Meta all the time with double tanks and off tanks and crap. But they are fucking canceling the PvE story mode with the persistent level ups and the talent trees and the like super customization you could do, and it was gonna have like persistent lore and like be like a single player like a story mode campaign. Like, they just were like, yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. I'm pissed. I'm really mad. And you guys know I went to bat for Overwatch for ages. I can't anymore. I might be done with the fucking game, honestly. I'm mad. So upset. Yeah, it's like, we put so much faith in you guys, and you just wanted the quick cash grab. What the hell? Now you won't even give us what we wanted, even though we were all like, all right, wait, hold on, let them cook. Let's see if, like, maybe they'll be able to, like, do something with this PvE mode they've been touting. You know, they canceled the comic books. They canceled, like, the lore books. They canceled, like, they haven't done a proper animation in 1,000 years. We were all like, it's okay. No, no. They're cooking up something. They got rid of all the, like, lore building and the world building shit. But let them cook. You know, they got rid of Michael Chu, who was constantly self-inserting himself into the Genji being saved and falling in love with Mercy freaking trope. Yeah, it was just one of those things, like, we didn't even get what they said they were going to give to us. And then they went, ha ha ha, and we took you to the cleaners, too. We got so much bank from the season pass shit that we're doing now. Yeah, Bert the Dish threw it away, yeah. Good lord. So they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They went, there's going to be seasonal, like, PvE event things. Oh, you mean like you have done since Overwatch 1? Which are not fulfilling? Got rid of my skill tree? Come on. Eat my butt. Anyway, let's watch some trailers. Closing shift. The closing shift. I'm mad. I'm an angry gamer. All right. Chicken and green sandwich? Oh, yeah, I remember this one a little bit. This is creepy. You, like, make coffee. And there's, like, creepy people you interact with. That's all I remember from it, though. Yeah, Angie. I'm Angie. You gotta watch over the hash-slinging slasher. Amazing. Okay. I like the sort of, like, wavy VHS effect they got on shit. Like the CRTV looking shit. What? Did it freeze? Oh, that was the end of the trailer? Ew! What the hell is this? This bro is gonna be staring at you if they pan up, right? Little bro sitting here with his hands clipping through the table. I didn't even want to touch the second one because they were like, hey, we got rid of the first one. Fuck all the money and time you spent on it. Yeah, but I had already paid for all those 5 accounts that I played Overwatch 1 on, so I was like, I have to at least put them to work on this game, right? Now I don't know. I don't even want to do that. Yeah, his hands are in the table. If he's a ghost, I guess that canonically makes sense. All right. That one didn't. That didn't tell me anything. Literally didn't tell me anything about the game. Okay. We'll do convenience store next. Are they all gonna be this way? Are all the trailers bad? Closing shift in the convenience store? Closing shift is a scarier one for me. Really? Okay. Something gonna go, bah! Like on the screen? Make me scream and cry and pee. Okay. I feel like writing a sad emo acoustic song to this scene. I mean, I guess it's unnerving in the sense of I don't know what's happening, so literally the scenario within the game itself could be the worst thing in the world that's so frightening. But these are not telling me anything. Okay, very positive, though. So that's good. Chat, I find they're scary in, like, a real way. the game is, you die in the game, you die in real life. I mean, we do have the content warning up. A lot of these deal with, like, kidnapping and stalking and shit like that. So, this is from someone who has watched them and not as someone who's played them. Working a service job is the real horror. Yeah, late-stage capitalism is actually the real horror involved in all these. Night delivery. Oh, God, that one sounds awful. This one might be the one. Like, old-ass, disgusting, rundown, decrepit, like, at night, you think you're alone, but you're not. Isolated and also playing at 10 frames per second via a VHS camcorder. Oh, I didn't like the sounds. Yeah, being an Uber Eats driver, the game. That is the real horror. Okay. This one, the claustrophobia being in the elevator and then not knowing what it's about to open up to is actually pretty horrifying to me, personally. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And it's like, is that a person standing out there? Was that a shape? No, it wasn't. That was the end of that. That was the scariest one. Az, what's up? Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. So that one was maybe a contender. Could have been a contender. I don't want to play the one called Missing Children. I feel like that one's a little... not the biggest fan of the theme, I guess. Caregiver might also be like domestic abusey. Ghost Train? Who was it that said? Was it Chaotic? You said that you saw Ghost Train? Wait, one of the preview images is a weeb image. These are made by like a pair of Japanese brothers though, so I guess that this is fairly Japan accurate with their anime advertising. Contender, I hardly know her. Okay. Listen. This one has the controls on the screen. They're actually inside the game. Yeah, I'm such a gamer that I had controls actually etched into the cornea of my one eye so I could game all the time in real life. Ew, I don't like how that lady's looking this way. Hey, don't... Oh, this is very, liminal space. Ah! Oh, this is really liminal space. I don't know if I like this one. You think Jordan played this during Fearathon? Was it good? Ooh, I don't like that, bro. Something about the elevator and night delivery and the subway station makes them big contenders. Could have been a contender. These two are the creepiest. But it might only just be because they have the best trailers. I know Mark played the convenience store, but I didn't watch his playthrough because I'm not a Markiplier fan. I'm just a Markiplier friend, you know? But, like, I don't know if he thought it was good or not. It wasn't awful. I don't remember anything super scary. Well, you know me, and all of this is super scary. Radio station. That could be scary. How do they put out, like, 50 games in a year? Like, what's going on here? I can't even, like, I don't know, make 50 meals in a year that aren't microwavable. How do you make 50 games? How do you have the motivation and energy? Oh, any game with driving, though. PC controls with driving is the worst. Oh, yuck. Never seen those games, so unknown for me, yeah. I don't think the convenience store was very entertaining. I've seen a few playthroughs. Interesting. What about it is just, like, not a lot happens? Because the whole idea of these is they're psychological horror. They build you up in these... Oh, this is awful, bro. Oh, this is awful, bro. Oh, God. Why is it so awkward with steering? I don't know. PC driving, like keyboard, mouse, keyboard driving. One of my, like, top 3 biggest gripes as a PC gamer. Tito, what's up? Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Can't believe my eyes when I saw the supermassive anonymous donation. Right, dude. I freaked out. I like hyperventilated in my car because Morgan and I were like leaving a get together, and I like was like and showed her the screen. It's a lot of tedious stuff, and it's kind of obvious and predictable in my opinion. Okay, that's a fair criticism. But will it be that? Listen, as someone who's watched me and knows how smooth my brain is, will it be that way for me as well? Or do you think it will still be entertaining to watch me get freaked out? What's this one? 2019, they used anime girls in their thumbnails, and then they moved over to like more realistic 3D art style. If anyone can make it entertaining, you could. What the heck? This isn't lay it on thick night. This is I need your opinion for what's the best for the stream. I appreciate that. Last time I did steering was when I was a kid with the actual table mounted wheel and pedals. Oh my god. You know, I've thought about doing like Julian's been doing it on his streams recently. I don't know if you guys have been catching Julian's streams where he's been doing the American Trucker Simulator stuff, where he has the actual like PC steering wheel pedal, like USB steering wheel and pedal. Like that kind of shit, that sounds kind of fun to do. The movement reminds me of cutscenes from old Nancy Drew games, and I don't know why. I guess because of the jankiness. I think it's designed that way on purpose, because like all their shit is like labeled 1990s. And as someone who's a dinosaur who grew up in the 1990s, this sort of like VCR effect with like the weird tracking and stuff that they have going on, that it's very accurate to that. It feels super, super accurate as far as like replication of that. So I think it is a lay it on thick stream. What are you saying? I'm saying you're funny. I know you are, but I'm bad at taking compliments, so I'll never take one. So get owned. What is this one? Onryo. Okay, this one has a like I don't know about the mixed review ones. Those worry me. Hanako? Oh god, what the hell? That's $7. Why is that one so expensive? I mean, $7 isn't expensive for a game, but like compared to the rest of them. Playing one of the Nancy Drew games right now. I love Nancy Drew games. I've told you guys I kind of want to do a Nancy Drew stream eventually. The problem is, so I spent like $80 last year on Nancy Drew games. I don't know if you guys remember that. I was like, I just bought like this big, gigantic Nancy Drew super pack of games on Steam. I can't wait to play Nancy Drew games on the computer. And like, you guys were all excited. And then I tried to play them, and for whatever reason, the compatibility settings for my like 3080, like brand new computer, and these games that were made in 1997 just did not match well. They didn't play together well. So I straight up just did not like have the opportunity to play them. I don't know how to get them to run properly. When I do, I can't like go over to my other screen to like look at OBS and chat. Like it does like this weird resolution thing where it looks all ugly, won't get captured by like OBS. Like it was a mess. One of these days I'll figure it out and we'll do some truly cursed old school content with Nancy Drew games. Because I'm the same way, Kia. I love Nancy Drew, right? I like grew up reading like Nancy Drew books, you know? I found out recently that those weren't written by one person. Those were written by like a collective of people that were like just like, it was like the puppy mill version of writing where it was just like a collective of ghostwriters who just pumped out like 50 of those a year for this like publisher that paid them like dog shit. I didn't know that until recently. And the thing that taught me that I didn't realize, like this thing, was Morgan got obsessed with the Vampire Diaries CW TV series recently and binge watched all 8 seasons in like a month. So you can tell how well our mental health has been here in this home. But so that series was based off of a book series, and then we watched a Jenny Nicholson video on YouTube, like a 2-hour long video essay breaking down the Vampire Diaries series. and she was talking about how Alloy, which is this mega big publishing house for like literature, just straight up was like, yeah, we're just gonna have like, we're gonna buy this off of like the author, like buy the branding rights off the author and be like, yeah, you're gonna get a TV show and you're gonna get all this royalties, all this stuff, you're gonna go on book tours. And she was like, yeah, this is great. And like that was the way it was for like a book or two. And then they like took away all the rights from her. And then they sent it to this like puppy mill writers group that was just like, oh, write a bunch of these books, these Vampire Diaries books, in her style, and it will collectively, like, it's going to, like, collectively be published under, like, one author's name. And then if you look at the covers of those books, it will have the original author's name on it, but it will be, like, based on the whatever by the author's name. And then it won't have a true author on the cover. It will just say, like, the series based on blah, blah, like, this author's writing. But they'll put her name super big so that, like, if you're just buying them over and over and over again, you're just like, oh, her name's on it. So I'm just buying the books from her. And I did not know that. And apparently Nancy Drew was done the same way. Yeah, she didn't want the story to go where they wanted it, so they kicked her off. Yeah, it was just really weird, right? Isn't that so strange? Read quite a bit of Nancy Drew in elementary school and middle school, and my mom collects the pink cover books of them. She's missing a few, but she has most of them. Yeah, my mom collected Nancy Drew books, which is where I read them all when I was growing up. Like, my dad collected Hardy Boys, my mom collected Nancy Drews, and both were, like, from big publishing house puppy mills. And, like, that was it. That was so weird. Yeah, they bamboozled us, but it also makes sense because not all those books are good. They are very hit or miss, and they are incredibly inconsistent between them even. So now the puzzle pieces are lining up, right? Kind of cool. Kind of interesting to find out. Anyway, this is the #1 edutainment stream on all of twitch.television. So now you know. All right, The Night Way Home. Oh, this one you actually control a third-person character? Interesting. Okay. Oh no, crying Japanese schoolgirl in a dark, decrepit place. Never a good sign. So they made this style of game before they swapped over to their more recent 90s aesthetic. You're playing through. Oh God. Panic? Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm not even playing, and that scared the shit out of me. What the fuck? That was terrible. Gotta head out. Az, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. Thank you. Ew! What the shit? Why does she sound like a creaky stock door sound, though? Faster streamer. It's me! I'm playing right now! Oh, wait, let's run back. Okay, I'm going to restart from that last checkpoint there, chat. Oh, here we go. Oh, my God, the bar is flashing right now. Uh-oh, panic. Uh-oh. What could be behind me? Could it be... Oh, no, it's the ghost. Oh, I'm running. Oh, I got hit. Oh, boy. Oh, gee willikers. Woo-ah. YouTuber commentary. Is that good? And then that's the point where, like, my face cam gets, like, really big and stretches my face out. Ah! Like that, you know? Is that good? That good tuber bait? Birthday raid? What are you talking about? Chronic, thank you for the raid. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday to you. Sounds like a balloon that got stuck in a trombone. It kind of does. That would actually take away from the terror of that game quite a bit. Happy birthday to you, Chronic. I hope that you had a great stream. If you're new here, please read the rules so you don't get timed up by me, a modern Nightbot. We are currently shopping for Chilla's art games on the Steam page to play next stream. Because we hit the goal already, so we can settle down a little bit. Chill out. Take a breather. I also just realized, wait, what? What happened here? This screen is all wrong, I just realized. Wait, hold up. What happened to my OBS also? Hold up. Don't get nervous, chat, okay? Let me do this. Let me do this for me. Let me for me. Kermie. Let me do this for me. Ew. That's got to line up better. Or my neurodivergent brain will hate that. Ew! Why can't you just do what I want you to do? Ah! Getting jump scared by OBS. How's your stream? Chronic, happy birthday. I hope you had a wonderful birthday stream and people treated you well like you deserve. How was your stream? What were you up to? Tell us all about it. That's good enough, right? That looks... Oh my god, why am I dragging that screen? Is that beautiful, chat? Does that look good? Does that look like my other screens? Not that one. It does now. Wait, I'm missing the Tiltify? Okay, hold up. Let me cook. Everything's broken today? Yes, very much so. If you guys don't know Chronic, one of our longtime community members, please go support the hell out of her. Please go support them and their content, especially on their birthday. Okay. Hold up. Let me cook, chat. Let me do it for me. Let me do that. Is that the right thing? That's the wrong thing. What is wrong with me? What is that melody? There we go. Now that is a work of art. This is a work of art. This is a work of art. This is a work of art. Can you guys tell that it's late and that I have ADHD at the same time? There you go. Is that beautiful? Is that beautiful? I hope so. I hope so. Leave it in the middle of the screen. I'm going to leave you in the middle of the screen if you say that ever again. It was fun. I played Binding of Isaac, Repentance for most of it. I love that game. Also, thanked all the powers that be for save states, because it froze during the first half of the true ending final boss fight. I started a mermaid picture with the day's prompt of celebrity. Wait, continued. Okay. And then in the next episode of Chronic Writing in my chat. I mean, you had me at Binding of Isaac. That game is fantastic. I have put so many hours into that. All right, chat. The biggest contenders right now: Closing Shift, Convenience Store, Night Delivery, and Ghost Train. And radio. You know, Radio Station was kind of creepy too. I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna make a poll. Right? I'm gonna make a poll using Twitch's features. And I'm going to say play. I'm going to do what? Is it the time? Oh. Hold up. Oh. Thanks, Morgie, for letting me know. All right, we're going to do the closing shit. We're going to do the convenience store. We're going to do night delivery. We're going to do the ghost train. And we're going to do the radio station. You have 1 minute to vote. And whatever the top two are the games I will buy to play. Maybe the top three. Just so we have a backup. As far as the Chilla's Art game block. Just realized I think we were talking about Convenience Store earlier, but I was thinking about Closing Shift. That's the one I thought was kind of boring. Closing Shift's the one with the coffee shop. And that's the only part of it that I remember. Joke about doing Canadian celebrity, Ashley Robata. Oh my god, she's such a celeb, right? And then I want to do Ashley Morgan, you, and Jordan, and Perry, because you guys are the celebrities I look up to. Whoa, stop! Oh my god. Z-list internet celebrity at best here for me. It's very sweet of you. Thank you. Why can't I just take a compliment? And the communities I've been in the longest and genuinely are most active in. Finish the sketchy Mur Ashby before the raid, and we'll continue with the other. Oh, that's so sweet, Chronic. I'm so excited. That's very cool. Closing shift terrifies you? Okay. Wow, no one voted. God, you guys, listen, chat. If there's ever a horror game president out there and they give you the option to vote in the democracy of life and you go, I'm not gonna vote. You deserve whatever horror game rights they are taking away from you. They go, oh, you can't use your flashlight for my presidency. Well, you did that by being inactive. Okay? All right, so we got closing shift, radio station, and then convenience store and ghost train actually tied. Okay, wait. So closing shift and radio station for sure. Convenience store and the ghost train. I'm going to let those go neck to neck. Head to head. Is that the saying? What the hell did I say? Okay. Pick or else is the name of this poll. So the convenience store. Wait, which one's one? Oh, shit. Wait, which one's one? Was it the closing shift or convenience store one? Wait, which one won? Radio station won as one of them. Closing shift was one? Okay. Closing shift was one. Okay, well, this is just going to be for... Okay, thank you. So it's going to be convenience store versus ghost train. Okay, hold up. Okay. Okay. The convenience store or the ghost train. You have 1 minute to vote. No additional votes with parasocial points. I don't know why I added that the first time. You got 1 minute. That's it. Longer poll, please. I'm sorry. You can do that in your own stream. Do not make this even again, chat. I will destroy you with my hands. Ghost Train is so good. Is it? Okay, Chronic, we needed you here earlier because people were like, I don't remember this one that well. I swear to God, chat. I swear to God. Okay, yeah, keep voting, keep voting. Tilt the scales in a not even favor. Oh my God. Okay. Stop! Wait, I still have a vote. No, I voted at the same time. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Can I get a hit? You did this to yourself pointing out the symmetry? No, chat would always do that anyway. Oh my God. All right, I guess you guys get royalty-free music again, okay? Ghost Train wins. Okay, so we are going to do the closing shift, which is the coffee game, which I don't know very much about, but I know the most about, which is you literally serve coffee and it's like, Jesus. And then, thanks. And then you get harassed or stalked by someone that's mysterious. That's all I really know about it. Brian celebrating a horror game. Never thought I'd live to see the day. I'm celebrating democracy, okay? You fake patriot. So we have closing shift number 1. The radio station number 2. So those two are definitely getting plays. And then Ghost Train. Yeah, Ghost Train. Okay. So we got Closing Shift, Radio Station, Ghost Train. I will buy those 3 after stream tonight, and you will see me do a stream this week, Thursday, where I play the Closing Shift and the Radio Station if we have time to beat both on stream. And then if somehow we speed run both of those, I don't know how we'll be able to do that because I'm going to be trembling in fear like a shaky leaf during a hurricane. I will move on to Ghost Train. So there you go, chat. I hope that you feel like your voice matters in this democracy. A wink. Excellent. All right, cool. Shopping done then. Good job, everybody. Shopping done. You guys... Oh, you guys know what? Oh. Okay. Do you think... Will Universal DMCA me for this? If I show you guys the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer on stream, I don't think so. It's owned by Universal, though, and they're really fucking hard to deal with. Magical Maddo, hello, hi. I want to watch this trailer on stream. I don't think it has any, like, DMCA-able music, and that's the big thing that they get all shitty about. If the stream goes down because I got DMCA'd into hell watching... Well, like... Actually, wait, no, chat, sorry. You're gonna... Here, I'll put the link into chat. I just realized why I can't do this on stream. Morgan sent me a text reminding me that I am on the front page shelf, actually, right now. So we are on front page. Hi, front page. Anyone lurking? Join my community. Give me $8 million and you will see the best content of your life from me. I promise. I'll become a better human being. I'll become a better streamer right in front of your eyes. Yellow G, hey, thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I can't do Reaction Andy content this month while I have front page slot. It's literally part of the agreement that I agreed to. I said, hey, I will not do DMCA-able stuff. All my music has always been royalty-free, so that wasn't an issue, but I can't. That's why we didn't do public domain movie night, just in case, right? How was your stream, Yellow G? What were you up to? We just finished buying some Chilla's art games. I'm going to put this trailer in chat if you guys want to watch the FNAF trailer and let me know your thoughts. There it is. If you want to watch that, it's 48 seconds long. And then you can let me know how you feel about it. It's got Josh Hutcherson in it, which is exciting. He survived the Hunger Games just to be in FNAF. Guy does not have very good luck. That's all I gotta say. Looks so good. I'm really excited for the movie. The locations look exactly the same. The animatronics look great. Seems really loyal to the games. Yeah, I have higher hopes now that I've seen the trailer. And it looks very creepy. I like the way that they made it feel not just like he's gonna be the security guard that does like the gameplay. Like we're sitting in just the security office and has to hit the buttons to seal the exit and stuff. It shows like some semi-realistic scenarios as to like what potential victims of the animatronics would go through. It's like really neat. I'm excited for it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's a pretty fun actor. So, Matthew Lillard's in it? Oh, damn. Wow. Stacked cast. Dude went to the center of the earth, then the Hunger Games, and now this. Bro needs therapy after all that, right? Played a little bit of War Thunder since I finished Jedi Survivor last stream. Nice! How was Jedi Survivor? I only heard about its gameplay performance issues, and it was one of those things where, like, you know, it happens every now and then. I'm disappointed that a multi-billion-dollar company can't ship a game that works well. But I heard for the people who got it to run smoothly that it was amazing. That it was really fun gameplay. Just watch. It looks so good. They did such a good job on making the animatronics and Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard. Yeah, it should be really great. Comes out 5 days before Halloween. Yeah, perfect timing, right? As Matthew Lillard, I'm there. There you guys go. Like Zoink Scoob. I had 2 crashes in 8 hours of stream with very little frame drops. Nice. Okay, so it sounds like the hot fixes and patches that they put through are some good stuff. Very nice to hear. Excellent. Thank you for the update on that. I was sent a code by Microsoft to play it, so maybe I will play that on stream when this month is over, chat, and we get through the backlog of horror games. I wasn't into the FNAF games, but not gonna lie, that looks like a good movie. Yeah, Kettle Destroyer, I'm the same way, where the gameplay in the Five Nights at Freddy's games just is not for me. That said, I love the lore videos. I love watching other people play the games and unlock more of the lore and interact with more of the lore. But outside of that, I don't feel like playing them. They're basically just jump scare simulators for the most part. But the story underneath is fascinating. So the fact that they're expanding that universe with like live action lore could be very cool. You know, obviously the movie might end up being a turd, but from the amount of care that a lot of the FNAF-based creators that I'm friends with on YouTube have talked about, like them visiting set and getting to like meet Scott Cawthon and the whole team of writers and everything, I think they're doing a pretty good job with this. So I'm very, very excited. Very excited. Genuinely. So, yeah. I wasn't in the games at all, but the music that came out for it, I mean, yeah, honestly, everything but the gameplay appeals to me when it comes to FNAF. The games just are not for me. If you're a big fan of them, I'm not trying to shit on something you like. More for you, right? You're doing great. I hope you're having fun with it. They just, me personally, wasn't the most fun gameplay loop. But the all the expanded universe, I'm in. 100% in. Love it. Very excited to see if they incorporate a lot of the game theories that Mr. Matthew Patthew put into his videos, right? So surprised that they decided to go with puppets for the animatronics, but it looks so good. Honestly, more practical effects, please. More practical effects instead of CGI stuff. The Bite of 87. Yeah, Matthew Patthew. I liked the first game, but I watched the rest. See, I didn't like the first game because I was like, this is literally just a resource manager with jump scares. I'm playing The Sims. Uh-oh, my battery's kind of low. It's the same as like, uh-oh, Flimbus in The Sims has to pee his pants in a second. So I was like, oh no, the battery's low on this door, and I gotta check this camera to make sure that this funny little animatronic isn't doing a silly. So for me, I was like, that's it. I'm just gonna watch like Mark play these. And that was it. That was it. But then when all the lore videos came out and like, you know, Mark was doing like his impossible runs where he's trying to do the like 20-20-20 mode and get like the secret endings and the unlockable like cutscenes and shit like that. Like, I watched all those. Those were great. So, what are your favorite animatronics? Mine are Glamrock, Freddy, and Monty. I've always been a big Foxy fan, and maybe that makes me weird, but I'm a big fan of Foxy. Practical effects, especially when done well, hold up way better than CGI almost any damn day of the week. You know, I was talking about this with my best friend and Morgan the other night, because we went over to my best friend Dan's house, and we watched the new Dungeons & Dragons movie. It was actually really fun. It was really good. If you haven't seen it yet, very fun movie. But, which surprised me because I was like, oh, this is like a really big franchise that's being handled by some like semi-out-of-touch like AAA companies. We'll see what happens with it. And then everyone who saw it in theater was like, no, it's actually kind of good. And then I watched it and I was like, okay. All the comments about like, I could see this being an actual D&D campaign. I get it now. Like, it's actually really fun. It's like actually like pretty, like it felt accessible even if you're not into tabletop as like just a comedic action-packed like fantasy movie. And also if you're into D&D, seeing the visualization of some of the characters, some of the species, some of the spells, and just like the weird ridiculous scenarios that D&D parties get into all the time felt very, very, very lore accurate. So yeah, tried so hard not to cry in front of Dan. And yeah, it had some real emotion to it. It was punchy, but they had a ton of practical effects in that movie. There was a ton of CGI, but there was also a good mix of practical effects in it. that were it was just fun. It was just a fun movie. And I was like, man, like the sets and the big set pieces they had and stuff like that, really fun. So like more movies like that, please. Like even if you have to use CGI for some of the stuff, like the practical effects with like the wire work, the practical effects of like the actual explosions on screen, the practical effects of like some of the like giant puppet animatronic things they made for some of the creatures, really cool. I like that. I want more of that in movies again. I know it's like more expensive and it's harder to do for some studios, but like when it really plays out, it really plays out, right, dude? Could only play the FNAF games for like an hour at a time because it's so stressful. Yeah, it's like more stressful because you know a jump scare is coming, and it's the like resource management versus like I didn't really feel like most of the jump scares were earned in the FNAF games. Like a lot of them were just there as like you better watch your battery level. You better like make sure you close the door in time. And they were more of like a deterrent to like no-braining the game versus like feeling like I don't know. They weren't actually scary to me, right? Yellow G, thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. Good luck at work. I hope that it goes well. Please know that you're appreciated for the raid and for sticking around and hanging out with us for a little bit. Hope that we're able to send you off with some good vibes for work. Thank you so much for being here. Still need to see it, but I'm going to watch it with Pagan. Yeah, I hope that you have fun with it. Justice Smith and Sophia Lillis geeking out about D&D during interviews, and even Brennan Lee Mulligan in Dimension 20 made my heart happy. Justice Smith, fantastic. I've loved him since Detective Pikachu. Not the greatest British accent in the movie, but I was thinking about it while we were watching it, because Morgan and I were like, he's not actually British, is he? Because that sounds way too jilted for like an actual British accent. And then he's not. He's an American actor. But then I was like, thinking about all the campaigns where I've done a D&D or tabletop campaign, and there's always one person who hard commits to the British accent, even if they're not that great at it, it almost made it more accurate to playing tabletop with friends. So I love that. And Sophia Lillis, fantastic in the movie. Fantastic. She's just a delight on screen. I wish I could get my party together to watch it, because I think it'd be really fun to watch it and somewhat play along. Like whenever there's a situation where they would roll, we'd also roll to see how our characters do it. Yeah, that was actually one of the funniest parts of the movie, Antichrist, is there would be moments where I was like, oh, they're like hanging off of this thing. You know that's like a saving throw moment. Like, you know that there's going to be like someone rolling a D20 here or whatever. I love that. I like that you could identify that within some of the scenes of the movie for sure. The fight scenes in Star Wars, especially the prequels, they're believable because the actors are actually doing stuff just with the sabers and the set for the prequels and beyond, edited in later. Right, yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, even like fight choreography and stuff like that. Like more practical stuff like that is wonderful to see. Shitty accents are essential. Absolutely, Firefly. 100%. I mean, if you don't have at least one person being like, I'm the charming bard, and they're doing like a terrible, exaggerated accent, are you playing D&D? No, you're not. Exactly. It's a player giving their character an accent and hearing their bad attempt at an accent instead of actually getting someone with the accent to play it. Exactly. And I kind of love that, right? Is like, that's something where like, there were several moments where I was like, oh, this is a scenario that feels believable to a D&D campaign. And I had to remind myself, maybe the meta, and they didn't want to show it because it's corny, is because it's Dungeons and Dragons, this is actually a bunch of friends hanging out playing a campaign together, not actually a fantasy movie. It's the fantasy scenario that real people are playing through. It's just we don't get to see them on camera. And I kind of love the idea of that, is of like, oh, any moments where the acting or the scenario seems kind of silly and corny, over the top, ridiculous, the dialogue seems too modern for like the time period that they're in or whatever. I sat there and was like, this is just for fun though. This is a bunch of players sitting around who are describing what's happening, and it's actually just put in a movie form. I've done this a million times with my friends. I kind of like the way of looking at it from that perspective. I like that a lot. That weirdo, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. My bard has a Southern Belle accent, so I just play up my accent with a mix of my South Carolina grandma. I love that. And yeah, that's the thing. So, not a spoiler at all, but like the characters in the movie do have a variety of accents. You're going to hear people who have really bad British accents. You're going to hear people who are like just speaking in regular American English, you know? You're going to have people who are playing up like the theater kid accent a little bit. Like, it's fun. It's actually really, really fun. So, I liked it. I did. I recommend it. But, yeah. Anyway, chat. This is a good stream so far. We've only been here for 2 hours. But I feel like we got some good stuff done. This has been a good night. Good just hanging out with everyone. Just noticed the past alerts and notifications caught up in the top corner. I don't know if it automatically means notifications are fixed, though. I am seeing that. That's really great. Yeah, thank you so much for pointing that out, Brookie. Gonna head off to bed. Chaotic, get some great sleep. Thank you for being here and giving your input about the upcoming games I'll be playing. How's it going? It's going great. We've raised over $100 more for St. Jude. We got to talk about hitting our goal, our initial goal, and the future plans for upcoming streams here. It's the movie in the players' heads, not what the players are seeing. Exactly. I love the way that you described that, Chronic. Absolutely. My notifications were working tonight, so I think they're fixed. Mine weren't for a majority of the stream. Let me see if I can repeat one. Here, I'll repeat your raid. How's that, Chronic? I'm going to repeat this one. Let's see if it plays. No, it didn't. Oh, no. Oh, sad. Maybe the I'm assuming it's rolling out slow. And it's fixing people's things. Person by person. So eventually I'll have my alerts back again. It is nice the events list is working again, though. That is nice so that you guys can at least see your things pop up when you, like, resub or donate to the charity or whatever. That's good, at least. I have a bard ready for when Cactus Mom wants to DM my friends and I. Already planning on a surfer stoner accent for him. I love that. Very fun. Had to reauthorize my activity feed in OBS, but I don't know if that's what fixed it for me. Weird, because, like, the activity feed isn't the issue, right? It's just my alerts. Okay, let me do that, at least. Back with snacks? What'd you bring us? Thank you so much for going to the store for those snacks for everyone. Chat has been starving, and they've started to stare at me with these weird eyes like maybe it's time to try some long pig, you know? Pizza rolls? Oh my god. When in doubt, blame Twitch. For once, I can't. They apparently changed the way the coding works for alerts without warning based on what I've read. Oh, so maybe it was an API issue. We were on the verge of eating Brian. Good thing you all have pizza rolls now. Pizza rolls are always a good choice. I love a good pizza roll. I won't lie. What can I say? I'm a gamer. Am I not allowed to eat pizza rolls just because I'm an adult? But you're not the rich. Yeah, don't eat me, chat. I'm not rich. Okay? I get by okay. But I've been pretty transparent about, like, post-tax season, things have been pretty damn rough. All right? Now I want pizza rolls. So you're not allowed to eat me. I'm too gangly for you, okay? I haven't been sitting in a high tower eating, I can take Morgan out for a nice meal for a 10-year YouTube anniversary, but I can't. We're not eating filet mignon every night. Although that would be great. I got more strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper at the stores the other day. I blame Morgan. Oh my god. Isn't it so good, though? You blame her for something good, an enrichment of your life. The rich taste better. They do. I taste like all funky and weird. Nobody here is rich, so we have to settle. No. Oh, no. I can't be the richest out of any of you. There's no way. We real rich people, not Twitch celebs. Thank you. Thank you. Is there going to be a civil war in the community whenever it's time to eat the rich? People who consider me enough of a public figure to eat? And those of you who are like, no, Brian's always been a real one. I blame her, but I thank her for reminding me to get more. It is so good. I can't stop drinking it. It's rough, Brookie. Every time I drink one, I just do the same exact thing. I look at the can, I look at Morgan, and I go, I don't know how they got this cream flavor into the strawberries. I sound like a fucking 80s ad. I'm like, oh, wow. I can't believe that Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream TM has all this creamy flavor without any real cream in the recipe. And I pog at the can and then drink it. I've only been drinking wild cherry Pepsi and strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper aside from water. I promise I'm drinking water. Yeah, I was going to say, please mix in some real liquid in there. So, even if you became rich, you're not the rich. Well, chat, if you want to see me thrive as a rich person, let's get this Gerb Mommy emote. Screw the charity. Come on. Give me your money. Let me buy a Bugatti. I don't even like Bugattis. I wouldn't be able to identify a Bugatti if I saw one, if I'm going to be honest. I would have to read the actual label on the car that said Bugatti. We start with the multimillionaires and above. You'll be good for a while, Brian. Brian, isn't the rich derogatory? Someone smuggle me some creamy Dr. Pepper into Canada, please. They not have it in Canada? So weird. You guys have so many superior snacks to us. I'm surprised you don't have that. Don't even know what a Bugatti looks like? Let me help you with that. And me with that. I woke up in a new Bugatti. What a Bugats look like. What the shit? This is the Bugatti Chiron. Okay. There we go. What is that thing? That's a spaceship, dude. That's a spaceship. That's you buy that when it's like, by the way, we built these super ramps that let you actually launch your car into low orbit. That's when you buy that car. Outside of that, you don't, there's not even an American road with like a speed limit that you'd be able to open that guy up in. It's a really ugly car. Why does it look like Darth Vader? I don't know, dude. I can hear that scraping on a steep drive. You finally, after years and years, save up enough money to buy a Bugatti. Bring it home off the lot, fresh off the lot. And then all you hear is as your brand new Fender's paint job gets torn off of it. That's what y'all are waking up in? Listen, I don't know. It's probably got some good AC and, you know, reclining seats. Probably has one of those, like, you know, incredible built-in CPUs that's like texting Uncle Steven. I come into the stream and I see cars on the screen. What, are we straight now? Yeah, someone remove the LGBTQ plus tag from the stream, please. We no longer can claim to be a part of it. We become car people. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I've actually seen a Bugatti, but I live in a rich area on the edge of a hyper-rich area, so I regularly see Lambos, Rolls Royces, Ferraris, Porsches, etc. There's a couple people who drive really nice cars like that around Rochester, but most of the really rich people have left. Because they went, why do I have all this money here? Front page has changed you. Listen, well, I have to cast a wider net. We're on front page. Hey, what's up, front page? I love sports and cars, and goddamn, do I love eating at Applebee's, and I love all the Fox TV dramas going on, prime time, Masked Singer, let's go, baby. Did I cast a wider net? Did we get more followers? How many followers did we get from that? Was it a lot? Did it work? Do they know? Chat, do they know? The rich people just lose their style. It's so weird, right? So I have a bunch of friends who are really rich, right? And it's so weird because when we met and they didn't have much money, they were normal dork-ass losers like me, right? They're like, damn, the 1%, and they're weird fucking, like, big homes that look like the inside of an iPhone up in the Hollywood Hills. And then they got their first milli, and then they were like, you know, that has a really big price tag on it. I'm just going to buy it because it probably means that it's cool, right? And I sat there and I went, What are you doing? Why wouldn't you still I mean, like, absolutely, you know, you got the bag. Buy something nice for yourself. Treat yourself. But don't buy the Bugatti that looks like, I think someone said Darth Vader. buy, like, I don't know, the best fucking, like, Hyundai out there. With all the, like, supercomputer and backup mirrors and blind spot indicators and auto drive and all that crap on it. Buy yourself a Tesla or something. I don't know. If you want to, like, feel like you're... Buy yourself, like, a nice 4-bedroom house. Not a McMansion. You know? And then put aside some of the money and save and maybe, like, I don't know, not be spending a shit ton of money on a giant mortgage. And also have, like, your other funds collecting enough interest for you to, like, retire off of. And you still have really nice stuff that the average person would be like, bro, your new Toyota, fucking sick. I didn't even know it came with that kind of computer in it. Damn, bro, that's sick as shit. And it still gets you from point A to point B and can still, like, open up the engine to, like, 120 miles an hour, which you can't even fucking drive on unless you're in Germany's Autobahn. Like, do that, dude. Why did you suddenly lose all your taste and go, I want to buy the world's ugliest shoes that cost $2,000 that I won't actually ever buy or, like, wear because I don't want to get dirt on them or scuff them. They're just going to be in a closet somewhere. You know? Yeah, your Highlander is dope. Yeah. Damn, I could fit so many lacrosse bags in that thing. That's sick. My fucking two-door can't do that. Yeah, if you wanted to throw away money, you could have thrown it at me. Yeah, give it to me. I'm your friend. Oh, rich friends lurking the stream. You see the sub count. You've seen it be higher before. I know you're out there, mutuals. You can afford it. My boss bought me an LV bag, like Louis Vuitton bag, and like literally never use. Damn, though. That's really nice of your boss. Most bosses have never bought me anything. Most of them go, all right, guys, I thought this month we were going to get a little bit wacky at the office and everyone's allowed to wear jeans. That's what I get normally. Back when I had a bag. Why, you guys see why I work for myself now? Like, fucking no shot. Want to be in that culture again. That's like the Birkin bags that are $20K and so ugly. Jane Birkin didn't even want it, and it was named after her. Nervely, thank you for a gifted sub. You're not one of the rich people I know. You work for the rich. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. GlitchCod, enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Make sure you're saying thank you to Nervly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, rich people. I won't eat the rich if you give me stuff. /lie. I was talking about quitting and she was bribing me. Wait, I think that there's maybe an actual HR complaint in there. I think that maybe you might need to talk to your HR department. My mom's coworker gave her some designer jacket for a parting gift. Like, oh, you'll love it because it's expensive. And my mom donated it to the thrift store because it was butt ugly. That's the thing. Like, there are very nice things that are made by designer brands. But almost every rich person I know who owns designer shit, they pick the ugliest thing. They just go into the store and they don't even look at anything. They just go, that one has the big price tag. I want that. And I'm like, are you sure? Because that looks like you could probably buy that at Marshall's under a different brand name, private labeled, for a quarter of the price. You know? So if you share enough, you won't be rich anymore. I won't have to eat you. Why do you guys think I give away all my money to charity? Huh? You know? I'm sobbing we don't have an HR department. That sounds like an HR department concern right there. Oh, HR department, I have something to report. We don't have an HR department. I feel like that might be a recipe for disaster in a lot of scenarios. I'm just giving the heads up as someone who used to run a company back in the day. Used to be a co-owner, co-manager for a marketing company. That is the kind of thing that my lawyer would regularly be like, hey, how's the expansion of the HR department going? And we'd be like, we're getting on it because we don't want to get sued. But if it's a luxury brand, it automatically makes you better than other people. Yeah, made by Bangladeshi orphans at 1 cent an hour. God, yeah, that's the other thing about designer brands, right? They like refuse to actually invest in like good material. They're like, you're paying for the logo though. I'm like, okay, that's great. And again, treat yourself to things that you feel like you deserve, absolutely. But just because you have money doesn't mean you should stop shopping around. That's just my thoughts on that. Is there there are moments where like you can you can absolutely treat yourself to some nice designer stuff. Morgan's got some designer stuff, but she like thrifted it, or when we bought it, it was like on discount, and it was like a nice thing that was like, this is a nice treat for ourselves that she'll actually use. The same with me. I own a couple like this. I got a I have like a couple Dior shirts somewhere that I don't even wear, but I bought them for like 1/10 of their price, of their like retail price. You know, luxury is great when you have taste. Yeah. I know there's shoes that came out 2 or 3 years ago, but I recently made aware of the Balenciaga X Vibram heels. Those toe glove looking shoes. Yeah, Jesus, why did they even make those? They knew what they were doing. They were like, you know what? The internet has this fascination with feet. You know, it would make a lot of money if we just put grippers on Maine. If we just made the most grippers on Maine shoes that, like, there's no mystery anymore. You don't have to wonder what the foot looks like underneath the shoe, inside the shoe. Now you get to see, while the shoe is on, the sneak preview, the free trial version of the foot. I love the Balenciaga memes. I wasn't ever going to buy the toe ones. I was never going to buy those toe ones. But there are a couple pairs of Balenciagas over the past couple years Morgan has had to talk me out of buying. Where again, you know, I survive within a gig economy, and I've had a couple gigs over the years that paid me a decent chunk of change, right? Like big sponsors, some pretty big like AAA sponsors I've worked with over the years. And I was like, I'm going to treat myself to something. And I was like, I'm going to buy myself these like Balenciagas that were X amount of money. And Morgan was like, do not. And she kept me from making a very big financial blunder. So, wait, Jimmy Choo and Sailor Moon did a shoe collab? Generic Glitter Goth, I kind of want to see those. Toe shoes were actually my favorite to wear when going creek walking. All the grip of being... Yeah, but those were like the sports ones, right? Those weren't like the designer heels that cost $8 billion. But because I'm the same way. I have to wear water shoes when I'm walking through like a creek. Or like in a shallow lake or something. You know? So, I have Vera Wang glasses. I mean, those are sick. They're amazing. Jimmy Choo Sailor Moon shoes. I'm looking those up. This has become a designer shopping stream. Wait, how much are Bugattis? I want to look up how much a Bugatti is quick. Oh my fucking god, bro. The Chiron, the fucking ugly ass Darth Vader one we were talking. This is where it's the price tag is my status symbol. Not the actual flavor of the car, not the way that it looks cool to me. This motherfucker is $2.9 million for a car, bro. $2.9 million. Hey, congratulations. You won the New York State Super Powerball lottery for $56 million. After taxes, you can afford one of these and repairs 4 times. What the fuck, bro? No shot. No thank you. All right. Holy shit. These Jimmy Choo Sailor Moons are... Those are crazy, dude. Okay, hold up. Don't get nervous yet. Come on now. All I want is Invisalign, right? All I want is better healthcare than what I have. And, like, the ability to maybe, like, buy a nicer car. But not a Bugatti. Dude. These are insane. Dude. I'm accepting cookies. I'm dangerous. I'm accepting the cookies. Live on stream, being doxxed by Jimmy Choo. I love that they have tuxedo mask instead of making out there, dude. Weird inverted heel. Yeah, that's a little bit strange. Chalky chip. Our exclusive collaborations line. Yeah, I don't like the heel, honestly. Those are sick, though. Overall, they're really awesome. But I don't like the inverted heel. Not for me. The rest aren't available anymore? Sad. I loved all of the... That's so strange. Yeah, the inverted heels feel like they're going to break off. I mean, these aren't things that you're actually going to be clomping in very much, right? It's mainly just... Okay. I clicked it, and it just brought me to the generic heel site. Speak to our in-store experts on the shop floor. Styling advice. Make me hot. Thanks. Cool. Dude, what? Jimmy, why are these $1,000, my guy? Tell chat your email? Never in a million years. You guys have public access to my business email, and that's it. That's one of like 6 email addresses I have because I don't want anyone to ever find me outside of the internet. Remember when they were a mere $400? Back in the better days, right? They're like 1,000 because he had a brain blast. Dude, none of these are the fucking Sailor Moon ones, though. I got you baited. How much are the Sailor Moon ones, specifically? I go shopping. This isn't even what I'm Googling. This is just for the Luna? Jimmeled. Why have you not shown me the boots, my guy? Oh, 3K on Poshmark. They're 2 or 3K now? Bro. No shot. 3K. For shoes? No thanks. The Balenciagas that we're gonna... yeah, come on, Jimothy. Evil resellers? That's true. The Balenciagas I was going to buy were not even close to this amount of money, so I wouldn't even feel like I was like an asshole for buying those. Alright, that was fun. Unreal, though. Fetch me my Jimmy Choo flip-flops. Where's my pink Prada tote? So sad I missed the Sailor Moon Vans drop. Damn, yeah, that would have been sick, too. See, that's a little bit more my speed, right? Still name brand, but not like designer brand. Hit me up with some Sailor Moon Vans. I'm all about that shit. If you have a spare 3K, they're being sold on Poshmark. Yeah, that's what we were looking at. Fun 3K. I don't know, maybe when I move to LA, right? That's my thing. If I have extra money, then I'm just using it to move, right? And then once I'm in LA, where all the people who want to work with me are, then, you know, then we think about the Sailor Moon boots, right? Need a new pair of Vans. Mine have seen better days. You know what's really great, though, is I remember when I was younger and Vans were a lot less accessible. Like, you had to go to, like, Zoomies or, like, PacSun to buy your Vans. And they were always, like, so much money, right? And now you can find them pretty much anywhere. They're so expensive now. I guess I haven't looked at the prices, so I didn't know that they were more expensive. But at least they're, like, available more. Like, they're around more. I didn't like going to the mall to go to, like, PacSun to buy them, you know? $40 back in the day, and they're $100 now. No thanks, dude. I mean, but if you're gonna wear them all the time, like, I bought some, like, brand new Reeboks because I'm a suburban mom, I guess, that were, like, at Marshall's and originally were, like, $80 shoes, and I got them for, like, $30 or something. So they're really expensive, but I don't have to drive 2 hours to the only mall that has them. Right. I don't know why this combo reminded me to do that, but it just reminded me to set my alarm for work. We activated some deep sleeper cell mnemonic inside of your brain. And you were like, oh shit, that reminds me of a job. It's because of our fixation as a collective on capitalistic society, this stream. It's been all about buying shit all stream long. When did Crocs get so expensive? When they were like, oh shit, we can sell these to everyone who's like 32 and up. And like they'll just buy them. And they'll wear them they'll wear them at home, they'll wear them gardening, they'll wear them at the DMV. And we're going to like market that as this is the all the time silly shoe. I almost bought the Sailor Moon ones, but they were going to be $112 altogether, all for shoes that hurt my feet. Wah, wah. You know, I'm but a simple person. I either make a lyric reference or sing along to other people's lyric references. I have to. Brookie, listen. There are worse things that your brain could be activated by, honestly. So, I don't want the platform Crocs. Hey, you do you. Crocs aren't my thing personally, but like, I understand the merit of them. Apparently, they're like really comfortable and they're like pretty decent for like your feet. And if you like them, I'm not the one wearing them. Wear them all day long, you know? Do your thing. Your sensory nightmare. I hate the feeling so much. Oh no, cactus. That's the worst. I hate it. That's the thing. But that's the thing, right? Is like putting shit on your feet. Like, if it's like too tight, if it's like a weird material, if it's got like weird texture inside, like on the sole of it, or like if it makes you like put your foot down weird, like, yeah, no. That shit's on my feet. I'm on my feet all the time. Absolutely has to be something that's comfy, right? Like, they gotta be. My mom bought these bright pink chunky sneakers, and the more I see her wearing them, the more I want to return to the chunky shoes. I even tried hers on, and they're so comfy. Then get some, you know? Who cares about trends? Wear what you want to wear. Wear what makes you feel good. Wear what's comfortable. Live your truth, kings and queens and royalty. You know? I saw a TikTok a few days ago about talking about hot idiocracy. Why did I read it that way? Is it because I'm an idiot? Costuming department wanting a dumb-looking shoe for the movie, and they picked Crocs because they were unheard of and dumb-looking, and then they got popular. It's because we're literally living that movie, though, Captain Photon. You know, that is how... There's been so many parallels in today's media and like journalism and stuff talking about how we are literally just living that movie. And that's just the realities are merging is what's happening. Got cute brown high tops from Forever 21, but they're narrow and tight at the toe. Only wear them if I'm not going out for too long. Yeah, that's the one bad thing about Forever 21, right? Like, I have so many cute clothes from them. You guys have seen me wear a lot of them, you know, for Femme Fridays and stuff like that. And all the shit made in Forever 21, unfortunately, is pretty low quality. It's cute. Some of it's very fun. Occasionally you get a banger that's like decent quality, but especially like things like their shoes, not the best, you know? So, I love jellies, but the blisters, ow. Spoken like a true 90s girl. I always go for the cheap 15 to 20 euro running shoes I find at my local sports store because even though they're cheap, they're super comfy and lightweight, last long enough for my use. That's the way to do it. That's genuinely the way. Again, treat yourself to something nice. If you guys are like, your goal is like, I've always wanted to own this designer shoe, or I've always wanted to own a Rolex or whatever. Do your thing, you know? Like, treat yourself. Be like, wow. Like, I literally, like, last year you guys saw, I bought a fucking $100 comic book. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? What kind of brain worms are crawling around up in here? Like, I was like, I want to own this specific comic book. It's $100 on eBay at its cheapest, in good condition. I want to own this and have it as like a centerpiece on my bookshelf. I bought it for myself. Was it stupid? Yeah. Am I ever going to read it? No. Making it doubly stupid. I've already read that issue. I already own it in the non-special edition that I bought. But I bought it because it made me feel nice for having achieved something cool with my content and my life. You know, treat yourself. No one has the right to judge you, but also, like we started off the conversation with, don't be a fucking idiot and buy a $2.9 million car. Please don't do that. Donate, like, buy the $100,000 car and then donate $2 million to charity. Like this St. Jude campaign. Wouldn't that be neat? You know? I used to love Forever 21, but yeah, you're right. Morgan and I literally only shop there when they do their big, like, year-end. Everything is, like, 10% of the price that it used to be. It's, like, 90% off. You can buy a shirt for $2, you know? Because it's all going to go to a landfill if we don't sell it. So we're like, we might as well pick up some stuff, right? I'm a shoe girly, so I always justify expensive shoe purchases within reason. Right, but you're also not buying a Bugatti. So, I want the Lavi de Greyman figure that's out of print everywhere, but it's about the price of my rent, so I can't justify it. I mean, I feel you. One of the things I want is to move away from gaming chairs. I want to get one of those, like, Logitech Herman Miller, like, office chairs, because they're apparently really good for your back. But I also don't want to spend fucking $1,400 on a chair when my ass is fine in this one, you know? For something to sit on. Like, it will be better for my back, but, like, also, you know. You talked me out of it. I was going to totally spend $2 million, and then I definitely have on a Bugatti. I believe that, you know? I'm so glad. Listen, doesn't matter what size your audience is, chat. I hope that I'm always inspiring you, that you're allowed to do as much as you can with what you have, like I am. I'm changing the world. I just talked Halloween out of buying a new Bugatti. I feel like a bunch of their stuff run a little small, especially, yeah, bottoms and skirts. No, you know what's funny is a lot of their skirts run kind of long, and I found that out the hard way, buying multiple skirts from Forever 21. But yeah, it's very inconsistent sizing because you know what it is? It's private labeling. So they buy all their shit from, like, the mass production warehouses and then just put, like, the Forever 21 stamp on it. And because it's from different warehouses and manufacturers, the sizing is so inconsistent. I agree with that. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Almost bought the collector's edition, Tears of the Kingdom, but it was sold out. I've never bought the collector's edition, but next time a big release comes out that I want, I'm going to grab something cool. Yeah, you earned that. Again, you've earned that, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself every now and then. It's more of when someone gets so unrealistically rich where the bank account is like a made-up number that I've never seen in my life, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fucking, not even because I feel proud of myself or like I deserved it, I'm just going to buy myself a $3 million car just because I'm kind of that unaware. That's the eat the rich territory, where it's like, you could have made a little bit of a difference in the world, but instead you bought the world's worst car. I love shoes. My favorite pair of heels are those adorable lavender block heel sandal type things. I'm at a thrift store for $5. Morgan and I love thrifting. We thrift so much. Like, the reason that we, like, it's really funny because everyone who's ever met us, like, I'm not gonna pretend like we're bad, you know, like, financial. Like, we're like, oh, guys, if you don't donate, if we don't get this many subs right now, we're gonna have to sell our kidneys to make rent. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, obviously, I come from a very privileged place because I'm a full-time content creator. But it's very funny because so many of the people who have met us over the years think that we're, like, super rich because of like the shit we own and like the way that we carry ourselves and stuff, which is like fucking silly because anyone can have money. It's not that impressive, right? But like, it's one of those things where like we save up, we save money, like we're very thrifty. You know, we go thrift stores, we buy discount stuff, we buy stuff from like, you know, all the retailers that like will have clearance sales going on, that kind of thing. That's all it really takes. Like, if you want to treat yourself to stuff, like there's nothing wrong with doing any of that stuff at all. And it's like really weird that we as a country have this stigma about like, oh, that's like used stuff at the thrift store, or like, oh, that's on clearance, it must be bad. You know, like that's really strange. Like I've never understood that. It's like I look at it as, wow, I'm about to save myself $40 fucking on something that shouldn't be as much as it was at full price. So thrifting's literally the most fun. You never know what you'll find, and sometimes it's hilarious. Guys, I literally have that new shirt that says like Mom Strong on it or whatever, because we found that at a thrift store, and I was like, I will spend $2 on this. This sounds great. Thrifting is a lifestyle I've committed to since I was a teen. Yeah, when Morgan and I first met, like that was like what we did for fun, and we went to thrift stores. Thrifting is awesome. Yeah, exactly. Live well within / under your means, and if you find what you want on sale, clearance at a thrift store, even better. Right. And then that will give you more opportunity. Here's like some, you know, because people always do this thing where they're like, we never taught this in school. Budgeting wasn't taught to me. I will say, as someone who's lived a lot of life and has, you know, been someone who's had a negative red number in my bank account multiple times in my life, all the way up to like more money than I ever thought I'd ever see in my life. Like, I've been all over that spectrum. You will have more opportunities to treat yourself to something that really means something that you'll really appreciate. Like, if you like just learn to budget. Like, it's a very hard skill to master, but it's one that's easier to start doing than a lot of people think, you know? Bugatti flavor, what a taste. Want to taste? Found a shirt with like weird fun font that just said foreplay across it. No company, just foreplay. Love it. Love that. I hope that you bought that, by the way. Fallen, thank you so much for the 22 freaking months total. Am I reading that right? Yeah, 22. Massive thank you to Ina Ghosti. As always, 22 months. It's been almost 2 years since I subscribed to this lovely community. Super proud of everyone. Extremely grateful for this community. Love y'all. Yo, Fallen, thank you. We appreciate having you here. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do. Keeping my lights on, electricity, while we keep the charity front and center this month. That's really cool. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that a lot. Photon, what the heck? I just saw this come through. What the heck? $69 donated to the charity. That is incredible. Photon, I'm so sorry that all the alerts aren't working. It just, the freaking, I don't know. The API will hopefully be fixed soon on dev side of like the site that I use for my alerts. Thank you so much. 69. Yeah, can we get some noises in the chat for the $69? Funny number plus current number makes satisfying. Raise total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't even notice that. That's amazing. Thank you so much. $69, as much of a meme number as it is, does go towards helping people who are much less fortunate about, you know, assholes like me talking about me almost buying Balenciagas. So thank you so much for genuinely helping cover the cost of medical bills, expenses that are involved with lodging and travel, etc. at St. Jude, allowing these families to focus on the most important thing in the world, which is making sure that these families and these kids are able to spend more time making memories together. Eating bean when? I'll do it. Don't you worry. Sachi, what's up? Hello. Can we get a shout out for Sachi? Sachi, you're amazing. By the way, I'm not going to RTX anymore. I did a little bit of research and I talked to a couple people, and also they did not have favorable terms for me going. So even though I was flattered they reached out, I will not be working with Rooster Teeth this year. That said, it means that I'll be able to visit during a less busy weekend where people aren't in a big industry event and no one has to do work, and we'll be able to just like hang out. You know, we'll be able to just vibe and actually make better memories. You know, which is as a dinosaur who's been doing this for as long as I've been doing, the more events I go to, the more I'm like, I like these moments where I get to like actually catch up and talk with people. You know, I've been to so many industry events. I've rubbed elbows with so many fucking people. I've networked for years. I don't need to do that as much anymore. You know, I want to make memories with people. I want to have genuine connections. I want to be able to like hang out with friends and stuff. You name it. I'm always down to drive around and see my pals in the Midwest. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm not in the Midwest, just to warn you. I'm in Western New York State. On the border of Canada, pretty much. But it's a cool place. It's all right. All right, I'm going to eat a spicy bean. First and probably only spicy bean, because I just noticed the time. I've driven farther. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. All right. Ow. Hit the finger. What did we get? It's on the line. Because you're mine. I walk the line. Why does it keep going to the line? Rigged. Streamer rigged it. Bean, 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 bean. Far. Why won't it? This is the one thing. They need to have like a little like a hole there. Why won't it go? Can't believe they rigged it, chat. That's my secret. Always has been. Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans. Beans want them funk. Alright. It landed on habanero. I hope it was worth the $69 hairs. A habanero. I love habanero. Normally, I do not like it in this bean flavor, which... Mother of God! If you guys don't know, these all taste like plastic as well. So not only do you get the spice from some of them and the heat, a lot of these just taste like they were produced by a company that makes toys. So, bon appetit! Oh, that's hot. That is so hot. Oh, that is hot. That is disgusting. Oh. Oh, boy. That sure is a bean. Why do they make them taste so bad? Oh. If you buy these for fun, by the way, I hate you. You're keeping this industry alive. And you're a sicko. You're sick. You're demented. Oh, for the kids. Yeah, for the kids, I'm fine doing it. I would never, ever buy these outside of that. That's hot. Will Smith. Yeah, that's hot. Master Owl, what's up? Oh, God. Are we going to go buy some for fun tomorrow? That's on you. For the kids choke. Yeah, thank you again for that donation. I tell y'all about the time when I worked in Office Depot. This guy had Carolina Reapers and gave them to me, so I gave him his copies for free. I did not hear that. Carolina Reaper, by the way, if you guys have never had one of those, that's the hottest pepper in the world. Those are rough. Habanero is already gross. Hey, watch your language here. Can't imagine it in bean form. To me, habanero already tastes like I should use it to clean. I like habanero flavor. Oh my God, that's actually so hot, dude. But the Jelly Belly version, they really nail an unbelievable, impressively accurate, plasticky flavor that is not in the typical pepper or habanero flavored sauces. That they just were like, you know, a little bit of microplastics as a treat, right? Oh, boy, that's going to be in there all night. Made a hot sauce out of those peppers, mango Reaper sauce. That sounds great, actually. My mom got me ghost pepper chips. They tasted so bad. There was no flavor, just spicy cardboard. That's too bad because ghost peppers have a really good flavor normally. Does eating yogurt actually help with killing the spicy tummy feeling? All dairy does, if you're not lactose intolerant like me, because what ends up happening is then you trade the spicy flavor for diarrhea, which, in my opinion, I'd rather just ride out the spicy flavor. Does eating yogurt actually... Wait, I just read that. This is where my brain is at. Wow. The heat really did something here to factory reset my brain. Mango Reaper sauce sounds delicious, but I know it would make me cry a lot if I ate it. Yeah, that's the use this sparingly sauce, for sure. I do not have a big spicy tolerance. I don't think I could survive... Give me 1 second. Could just survive these, even if they're just silly billy beans. Yeah, no, they actually pack a lot of... the capsaicin-y sensation in these. Thank you again for a huge donation, helping out the kids. Genuinely helping out with the treatment and procedures they have there. We have funded, for everyone's information, if you want to know the actual things that this type of money is most likely going to go to in this quantity, we are funding things like chemotherapy sessions. We are funding things like night stays in the ICU for kids who are in really serious condition, who need to be monitored around the clock. We are funding things like blood transfusions, which are really important for kids who are essentially being poisoned by the chemo treatment that is killing the cancer cells within them. All the way down to things like we've talked about before, like office supplies for the administrative staff, and like toys for the kids. So we have covered a lot this month. Thank you so much. Like, genuinely, you're all incredible for this. Spicy food that's spicy for the sake of it sucks because it almost always overrides any flavor. Yeah, exactly, Rowdy. That's the way that I feel. I want a good mix of spice and flavor. If it's totally flavorless and it's just about the spice, ain't for me. Funny number makes satisfying number make cancer number go down. 100%. I like that math. Tonight we're all math gays, chat. So there you go. There you have it. Apparently, if you can't have dairy, you can balance capsaicin with acid. I did not hear that. All right, guys, you heard it here. Drop LSD, a whole sunshine blotter tab. If you need to get rid of the spice, just get incredibly high. I'm assuming you mean like citric acid or something. I've heard that. There's also candy, like high sugar, like sodas and candies will sometimes help break it down. I like Caribbean food because it's spicy with tons of flavor. Yeah, Kettle Destroyer, some of my favorite, actually. Favorite cuisine. Get high enough, you won't care about the spice. Brian, no, streamer, no, think of the front page. Ah! I think high-proof alcohol. Yeah, high-proof alcohol also works. Although, I think that particular study, so chemically it works. But I think the bigger thing is the sensation of you don't feel as much pain once you get drunk. So, there you go. I'm burping up straight up habanero flavor. Habanero flavor! My name is David, and I am from the Midwest. Habaneros are so spicy. Master Al, thank you for the $5 to St. Jude. That goes a long, long way. Thank you for getting us to an even $12,350. That's so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing. Amazing work. Also, today kind of served, I just realized, today just kind of served, chat, you know? $13,000 is the next big milestone, which we're $650 off from. And that's going to be cosplay shopping stream. So tonight was kind of like a good preview of how that's going to go. It'll just be me with like Google Images up. I'm going to have to be careful free scrolling Google Images, I just realized. So I'm going to look at some of the pages first. I might just go straight up to like I don't know where I'm actually going to buy it from, but I'm going to try to find a cosplay online. So we might use like AliExpress or like Amazon just to get a big image directory and be risk-free from seeing things that will get me TOS'd. And we'll just scroll through them. We'll pick one out, and then I will find that cosplay on like an actual site that I want to buy from, if that makes sense. So that's the way that one will probably go. But we got over $600 until we get there. But just as a heads up for the plans. Also, I didn't mention this thing. Okay, I didn't mention this thing, right? So, excuse me. Oh my God, Jesus, that's spicy. Captain Photon, you fucked me up for the rest of the night. I thought I was getting through the night without a bean. Wow. Oh my God. Sydney May, thank you for the 30 months. I'm so sorry my alerts aren't working, but I appreciate that 30 freaking months here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for keeping the lights on, letting me pay my bills and rent. Thank you very much, poor streamer. I know, poor unfortunate streamer. Oh my God. Gonna eat another one? No, thank you. Weren't as chill as you thought. You never are. Chat. So, oh my God, I can already feel it in my stomach. It feels like I ate a meteorite. It does not feel good. So next stream. So, guys, we'll see. We have the scare alerts activated, but since my alerts aren't playing, please don't donate to those because they will not give you what you desire and deserve, honestly. So those are already activated. So we'll see here. You'll see here. Like, obviously, next stream, we're going to be doing Chillas. And then we're going to do Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. Again, a game that has the worst name for a game of all time, but is apparently actually really creepy. Got Fatal Frame. So each stream coming up, we'll do what we did with like the previous early games, where just one stream of each. So next stream is going to be just Chilla's Art Games. Friday stream is then going to be Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. And then, depending on if I stream Saturday or Sunday, we'll move straight into Fatal Frame. Again, thank you to Koei Tecmo for sending me the game key for that. And then the next stream will be Dead Space. And then the next stream will be Visage. And we'll just be cruising through these games very quickly. It's really exciting. And then I'll be stuck playing Visage until I beat it, or which is going to suck for me for the remainder of the month, or we get to the Jump King tier. So I'm really actually, I don't know if I hate Jump King more. I almost feel like I can handle being scared by Visage more than I can handle playing Jump King. That is how much I hate Jump King. Like Morgan can attest to me logging off of charity streams in the past and being like, fuck that game, like just mad. Like, just angry. Was that the worse than Visage game? Oh, yeah, you weren't here for that. So anyone who, any of you who were here for me teasing that there was a game that frightened me more than Visage, it was Jump King. And the reason for that is because I'm afraid of the person I become when I play that game. I have not experienced rage from a game more in my lifetime than Jump King. I would rather play Bennett Foddy with earplugs in and blindfolded than play Jump King. I do not want to play Jump King. I hate this game. That said, I will do it for charity. Anyway, between those though, okay, so we have this, right? We have activate scare alerts, but we also have like the baby food tier, and we have the family friendly tier, but those only go up until 10K, and we're way past 10K. So what I'm going to do is next stream is going to be Chilla's Art Games with the scare alerts activated. The stream after that is going to be Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI with the baby food activated. And then that will stay activated only for that stream. So it's going to be like a special thing, right? For that stream. The next stream is going to be, after that, is Fatal Frame. And I'll do Fatal Frame. Actually, wait, no. Wait. Hold up. Wait, no, I did this wrong. I explained this wrong. I'm silly. Scare alerts are going to stay persistent through the rest of the campaign. So you guys will be able to enjoy those. That's one that I'm willing to keep up the whole time. Spicy Bean Boozled, I'm willing to keep up the whole time. Those ones are fine. Those are going to be the rest of the month. Captain Photon, thank you so much for your gifted... That's so generous of you. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Master Owl. Master Owl, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. Thank you, Captain Photon, for getting us another sub closer to our sub goal and our new emote unlock. I wish I could give you guys that emote sooner, but that's just the limits that Twitch has. We have to earn it. That's the lowest that it can be set at, is 1,600 total sub points, because once upon a time, this community had 1,500 subs, and I was so close to unlocking another emote. He donated St. Jude. I want to thank him. That's really nice. Thank you, Captain Photon. Thank you, Master Alan Joy. So nice. This community is way nice to each other. You guys are all amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, okay, so let me re-explain this. So I'm silly. So, okay, next stream, Chilla's Art Games, the Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI stream, both of those are going to have scare alerts activated for those, okay? And so it's Bean Boozled and scare alerts activated for those, which is good. That's fun. The streams after that, Fatal Frame, I will activate the baby food tier for that stream. And so baby food will be active from that tier, from Fatal Frame on, because that's what would have naturally happened if we had moved through these milestones slower. That would have been the tier that the baby food got activated in. So as of the Fatal Frame stream, there will be baby food on the table as something that I have to eat during stream. I'm probably going to set that one kind of high, by the way, this year, chat, because I will have to buy less of it that way, because Morgan and I always end up buying like 3 jars, and then I have to like throw out some or donate some. But normally I have to throw them out if they're opened. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste that. And also, they do bad things to my guts. So I don't want to eat too many of those. So it might be kind of high for those donations. But it will be on the table for the rest of, up until we do Visage. Is basically, so every stream up until Visage, those will be available. We're going to then do Dead Space after that. And during the Dead Space night, Family Friendly will be active just for that stream. So for the entirety of the Dead Space stream, I will have to be family friendly as much as I can be. So that one will be fun, because it's probably not going to happen. And then when Visage happens, because the original bet was these become active until 10K. Actually, I'm going to change the scare alerts one, because I want that the rest of the campaign. That one's fine to be available the rest of the campaign. Same with Bean Boozleds. Those are fine. Okay. Those ones are fine. Those are updated to be different now. Family-friendly Dead Space? Yeah, it's going to be something, right? So those two things are gonna be forever. But then family-friendly and baby food will both go away as soon as I start playing Visage, I think. Just because that was the original deal. And then after that, we'll just work towards, cosplay and Jump King. If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. I'll explain everything at the beginning of stream. You guys know I'm wordy and I ramble and I fucking pontificate about everything publicly. So you'll hear more explanations as the streams happen. But that is the current goal. That is the current plan. That makes sense? Okay, awesome. I'm glad that I didn't sound like a completely insane human being, even though I am one. Good shit. Your wordy rambles are fun and makes it... I'm just one of those people, I don't want to leave anyone behind, so, I re-explain... It's part of my ADHD, too, is I re-explain everything, 15 times to make sure that everyone understands what I'm talking about, as much as I can, right? Anyway, this has been a weird night. This has been a really weird night. That said, thank you for helping me pick out games. Right after the stream's over, I'm going to buy them and install them. Get ready to go for Thursday. Taking tomorrow off because it's Wednesday, and I got other work that I need to get done. And in fact, I was supposed to leave 10 minutes ago to get some other work done as well. So I am going to get going here, chat. 3 hours of just vibing and chatting, though. This was pretty good. This was fun. I hope that people had fun. Hope that you felt like you got to participate in picking the games out. I hope that you're excited for the horror games to resume. I needed this break. All the games that I've played this month have pushed me. I already have to go to my doctor for high blood pressure. I already have to like check in with her online and be like, yeah, my blood pressure I appreciate you being here for this month. We're now in the back half of the games. We are now going to be playing the really heavy hitter ones that are really going to get to me. So I'm going to need everyone's encouragement. I'm going to need people to keep pushing us through milestones. I'm going to need people to keep spreading awareness about the cause. I'm going to need your energy, your memes, you clipping stuff, you telling people about what we're up to, making fun of me in chat, whatever it is. It's going to be a lot of the heavier games for the month. I'm not great with horror games, as you know. So this is going to be an experience for me. This was a very nice breather. This was an incredibly nice breather, honestly. But yeah. Looking forward to seeing what we're playing Thursday. We're playing the Chilla Art Games. So it will be very, very exciting. It was fun hanging out, chilling, and shopping for Chilla's art. Hope you have a good night and get some good rest, and hope that chat has a good time zone. So proud of yo, Brookie, appreciate you being here. Like, seriously. I hope people are excited. I hope that we have a lot of fun. Let me do my regular little shout-outs here for people. So I got to get going. I got to go. Let's see. Who's streaming? I want to send y'all over to, potentially. Who's raising for St. Jude right now? I'm gonna find my boy Zach. ZVCH is playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. If you're into watching Zelda games, he's raising money for St. Jude as well. He's one of my boys. I love Zach. He's great. I'm just shouting out St. Jude streamers for. He's the only one who's up right now raising for St. Jude. Damn. The hustle, the grind, it's on. He's my first choice. Now I'll shout out a couple streamers I enjoy. Germa985 is my favorite streamer because he's also old like me. He's playing Devil May Cry 3 right now, so that's funny. So that's there. Gonna post the working project of the full pick and the solo version of Mur actually in the Discord. Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, we ended up. Yeah, for those who came in later, we picked The Closing Shift, the radio station, and the Ghost Train. So those are gonna be. I only know a little bit about Closing Shift, and I don't even know like what the twist is in that game. And then I know almost nothing about the radio station and the Ghost Train. So those might be horrifying. And I do have a general content warning up already that sort of gives a blanket of like the majority of Chilla's artworks. The only one that I know that has really heavy triggering stuff is the karaoke one, and we're not going to be playing that one for sure. So, for people who don't know, who else do I want to shout out here? Julia. What if Julia is playing Tears of the Kingdom? If you're into that kind of thing, so if you want to go check out Julia, she still be up. I know nothing about the radio station, but I know it'll freak me out. The trailer for it actually looked really creepy. Crank Gameplays. Ethan is playing American Truck Simulator because he is not original and probably saw Julian playing it and went, ooh, that would be easy to play. I bet people would like watching me play that. So if you want to go on, watch one of my best friends rip off content from other people, he's live doing that. Maddie Duvernay is playing Demonologist right now. If you want to go watch Maddie, they're pretty awesome. I was excited for the Ghost Train. That looks cool. It looks really creepy, honestly. So, right now, I think he's just making playlists or something. Ethan? Oh, okay. So, if you guys want to go to Ethan's chat and not have him interact with you, then go watch him make playlists. And then Vine Hellborn Vine is playing Demonologist as well, I'm assuming, with Maddie. So those are my big shouts for the night. That's it. That's all I got. No matter where you spread, it's a weird way to put that. No matter where you go after the stream, be kind, be mindful, be great. You're all fantastic. Appreciate you all a ton, especially for everything that you've done for this charity. Literally changing and saving lives. Like, truly. I know that sounds so hyperbolic. It's so easy to be like, oh, you donated to the Red Cross and you saved some lives. They do great, you know. They do some great work too. But, like, I have gotten to actually go to the campus at St. Jude and see the effect of what our community's direct donations have done. I can tell you with 100% certainty that we have saved lives. Thank you so much for doing what you do. So, and no matter where we ooze to, time to scatter, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. All of you are incredible. I'm going to get going. Thursday will be more exciting for those of you who didn't like the just chatting and shopping. But I needed a breather. I got a boomer heart now. It's old. You don't want me to die on stream, right? You want to be here to watch me hyperventilate over like big donations to charity and like sub bombs and shit, right? For at least a few more years, I'm assuming. So like, taking the break away from the horror for a few days, very good for me. Very healthy for me. I'm almost middle-aged. I'm old. I'm a boomer. Anyway, I gotta get going. Chat, thank you so much. Thank you for the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, the donations to charity, helping out in a huge, huge way. Thank you so very much. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. All of you are incredible. You're helping out this great cause, helping out the families and the kids in a humongous way. Thank you. I hope that you had a great time chatting, lurking, no matter what you did. You spent time in this community, and that means the world to me. We're in the process of rebuilding something great, you know? We've gone through our ups and downs. We had a bunch of weird shit happen to us over the past couple years. I took a step back from making content. A lot of people sort of left the community because they didn't like how I changed as a person, which, you know, was because, honestly, I was just sick of being like a freaking marketable ooh boy. I just want to be me on camera, you know? And I'm in therapy, so, you know, that's better for me anyway. And things have changed here a lot. You guys, I want no one here to ever walk away from one of these streams and not feel included. I want you guys to know, like, you genuinely, like, I was literally just talking to Morgan about this, because celebrating 10 years, right? We're creating communities that we hope people feel involved in, that feel fun to be in, that feel exciting to engage with, like, and you guys are making that so much easier. I think that we have one of the strongest foundations for rebuilding into something, like, incredible here. Here, on YouTube, wherever it might be, like, all of you are great. Thank you for what you do. With the response that I got on, like, the Discord announcement about coming back tonight, instant reactions on the Discord, that was so sweet. Like, thank you. That really meant a lot to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, genuinely, thank you for doing what you do. All of you are great. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Hope you had fun. Thank you for spending your time here. Anyway, chat. Hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get going. I'll see you on Thursday for Chilla's Art Games. And scare alerts. Hopefully we'll be working by then. We'll see what happens. If not, I will come up with a solution. First stream I watched of yours, I only caught the very end, but it was instant good vibes. Cattle Destroyer, I love hearing stories like that. Thank you so much for joining us. Genuinely means a lot. All right, I'll see you guys around. Take care. Take care of yourselves, please. You deserve it. Don't buy Bugattis. Buy, like, a really nice Toyota or something, okay? Goodbye. 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 Oh, my God, I punched my camera. Goodbye.